take my hand, I will leave your side. There's no need to hide your weak part. I'm right here. You'll be alright. Trust me, I'll carry you. If you fall, I will pull you back. Come together, you and me, till the very end. No matter when, hold my hand, I will let you go. Even if they hurt, so I'll take your heart. I heal you, you're never alone with you until really lost. Winner, 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 winner. Winner, 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 winner. Winner, 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 winner. With you until really lost. Winner, 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 winner. Winner, 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 winner. Don't have to always be strong. Don't hide this, turn to me when you cannot be strong. Let me save something for you, even though we're trying to pull us apart. You're my player one, no switch, no doubt. With your heart gets lost, I will guide you with this love reroute. แค่เดินไปด้วยกันแบบนี้คงไม่ต้องกลัวอะไร
No matter how deep your wounds, I heal you till they're gone.
Even when you say you're broken, I see your strength on and on. One step at a time, I'll stay right here till the sun comes back with zero fear. Trust me, I'll carry you. If you fall, I will pull you back.
Come together, you and me, till the very end.
No matter when, hold my hand, I will let you go. Even if they hurt, so I'll take your heart. I heal you, you're never alone with you until really lost. Winner, 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 winner. Winner, 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 winner. Winner, 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 winner. With you until really lost. Winner, 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 winner. Winner, 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 winner. For everyone. For everyone. For everyone. For everyone. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Winner, winner, chicken dinner.
Thánh giá Kim Tước, nàng là chủ nhân của lâu đài Nguyên Nga, nhưng những tường thành ấy đã sụp đổ bởi chính sự kiêu ngạo của nàng. Trong sự tuyệt vọng, nàng gặp được thủ lĩnh Huyết Nga, người dẫn lối nàng vào ngọn lửa thiên, nơi chỉ có kẻ đủ bản lĩnh dẫn đầu mới được hồi sinh. Nàng đã tái sinh và trở thành Phượng Hoàng Chí Tôn uy quyền, nhưng ký ức về người dẫn lối đã ở lại cùng ngọn lửa thiên. Trên hành trình trở lại ngôi vương, thánh khí tối thượng KL Thiên Điệu đã song hành cùng nàng. Chỉ kẻ đủ bản lĩnh mới xứng đáng ngồi trên ngôi vương vòng bo, và người đó chính là bạn. Sở hữu ngay Thánh Giáp Kim Tước, mở bán giới hạn từ ngày 3 tháng 4 đến ngày 31 tháng 5.
Không chỉ là một lựa chọn, Green SM là một cách sống. Thành phố đổi thay, nhịp sống khác đi, những chuyến đi trở nên dễ chịu hơn, không mùi xăng, không tiếng ồn. Mỗi hành trình không chỉ là quãng đường mà là giá trị được tạo ra mỗi ngày. Biên giới không còn là điểm dừng, chỉ là nơi hành trình xanh tiếp tục. Không còn giới hạn, không còn khoảng cách, chỉ còn những kết nối đang rộng mở giữa con người và các nền văn hóa. Một thế giới đang trở nên trong lành và đáng sống hơn. Green SM, di chuyển xanh là vì tương lai xanh.
cây game cùng bản thân cần năng lượng với nguồn sữa tươi sạch từ trang trại TH cùng trái cây tự nhiên. Nước uống sữa trái cây TH True Fruit Milk cung cấp nguồn năng lượng hoàn toàn từ thiên nhiên, vẫn luôn tràn đầy năng lượng, cháy hết mình với mọi cuộc vui. Nước uống sữa trái cây TH True Fruit Milk, nguồn năng lượng hoàn toàn từ thiên nhiên.
Adrenaline rushes, it's numbing the pain. You competitive, I like the narrative. I don't know best in the league. Who you comparing with that is definitive. Top of the throne of the speed. How you up and up on the speed? I just been bringing the heat. I just been bringing the fire. Been bringing the fire. I just been bringing the fire. And they can't stop me.
Có tự tin, Gen Z sẵn sàng chiến hết mình. Cân mọi hoạt động, quẩy nhiệt mọi nơi, bừng đam mê, đi lên đường tự tin. Lăn qua mọi thử thách, đi thắng đời 24 giờ. Thử mùi, thử drama, khởi tạo chiến tích kiểu gì. Lăn xả, lăn
11 nations, one shared vision. Welcome to the SEA Esports Nations Cup. 4 titles. Crossfire Legends. Pubg Mobile. Total Football. Teamfight Tactics. 6 medal events. 1 unified stage. At the heart of Vietnam Gameverse 2026, Ho Chi Minh City, 11 has won. Not just a tournament, but a new era of regional esports. SEA Esports Nations Cup.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Southeast Asia Esports Nations Cup 2026. And this tournament is organized by the Southeast Asia Esports Federation in collaboration with the host organizing committee, including the Vietnam Recreational and Electronic Sports Association, VNG Games, and the Vietnam Gameverse. My name is Vince G alongside with Aaron. Welcome to day 2, and we're going to bring you some PUBG mobile action.
And that's right, this is going to be the PUBG Mobile Esports. And again, it's a new setup for the tournament, individual event from 20 players, 10 countries. And this time, it's going to be the Nusa and Livik for the map 1 and map 2 for the duo and the solo.
Well, this is going to be tricky for each and everybody because they have 2 maps to play, either solo or duo. That means there are 2 chicken dinner winners in this game, or probably 1 if he decided to dominate for the solo. And after that, you've mentioned we're gonna head towards duo, same map. So it's all about the pride of the country. Who has the best duo? But it's not about getting chickens. It's not about getting those chicken dinners. Most likely, it's all about staying to the top because we have this point system. Imagine you're playing solo, you're playing individual. You get a chicken dinner, that's 22 points for you. And if you get a chicken dinner in duo, that's 10 points. So that means if you're playing solo and you end up 14th to 20th place, you don't get any placement points. But elimination points, of course, they'll be getting a point.
Yep, that's right. And surely enough, this is going to be a crucial moment to those teams because this is going to be a 2-round game for both of the events, solo and as well as duo. So make sure to, again, to stay tuned because of the skill and as well as opportunity to gain and accumulate with this points that they will have later on towards this tournament.
Well, it's all about getting the points, and this is gonna be the challenge for each and everybody here, Aaron. So they have to maximize whatever they got in their bag because two maps are just limited. So that means you have to rake up points, and that means for Brunei, Cambodia, Indonesia, Laos, Malaysia, Myanmar, the Philippines, Singapore, Timor-Leste, and Vietnam, every moment counts. Every kill, every placement counts. You have to stay on top.
That's right, and surely enough, they will secure that top seed towards this individual and as well as the duo tournament for the PUBG Mobile event. But again, this is gonna be a good showcase of sport and as well as the true talent and the pure chemistry of the duo from different teams and the same org, but now they are now representing their own country here at the tournament. And later on, we'll be seeing the players on the screen, which is we need to highlight, which is the top teams towards this tournament.
It's all about staying to the top. It's all about, bringing everything in your bag, ladies and gentlemen. I know you guys are excited. You wanted to see
Yep.
your fellow countrymen dominating this entire tournament. But of course, might as well show some love to each and everybody. Might as well show who or which country are you supporting? I'm seeing Cambodia, I'm seeing Myanmar supporting their fellow countrymen, of course. I wanted to see love coming in from the home countries. We have Vietnam, of
Yeah.
course, and a lot of tough contenders coming in from different regions as well. How are you? How are you doing, my friend? You look good. I mean, talk about the entire point system. That means if you're playing it by individually, that means high stakes because as we've mentioned, you're playing solo. You have no teammates to revive when you got knocked down. So you have to be extra careful.
Mhm.
You have to do whatever you can in order for you
Yeah.
to stay on top, be the last guy standing. Of course, that's the goal of PUBG Mobile. You have to be on
Mhm.
top so you can eat your delicious chicken.
Yeah. And as well as your breakfast, lunch, and as well as the dinner. But again, this is going to be a crucial moment for the individual and as well as the duo. Surely enough, they do have a second chance for the map number
Yes.
two, which is happening on Livik. But onto the towards Nusa, they need to accumulate purely more double-digit points all over around 18 to 20 onward points so that they can maximize if they do have what it takes to go towards the top on the map number one at Nusa, but towards the map to Livik, some of the teams towards the bottom eight needs to make sure to expand more towards their opportunities and as well as to secure those points to have a good podium finish towards their division.
Well, you mentioned finish. You have to
Mhm.
have all the entire tools, just
Yep.
like consider the drop locations, consider where you're gonna land, and
Mhm.
also think of ways that are there opponents near my area, because if that happens, you're not the only one, most likely. So if you're gonna
Mhm.
drop on the same area, most likely two, three, or four people are there individually. So that means there's no help coming. So that means it's a three-way, four-way battle, and there are options for you. You just have to play aggressive. Some of them may be playing aggressive, or some of them will be playing it smart.
Yeah.
By camping, just by observing, and then you go in sneak for the final touch, final blow. You get the elimination points. That's what they
Mhm.
want to see. That's what they want to prove. Get those points up and running. Stay on top. And as you mentioned, we only have two maps to play. They only have the second chance, and that second chance is their last chance. If they did not get points during the first
Yeah.
map, they have to redeem themselves in Livik.
Yeah, that's right. And surely enough, knowing to have a good IQ plays towards this individual players and as well as the representatives from 10 countries, they would need to utilize the utilities towards the game, especially the smokes to cover up all of the gaps. But saying right now towards our screens, the
There you go.
20 players from 10 countries are now getting ready and having a good day number 2 towards this tournament, and this is gonna be a huge game so far. But again, our expectation towards that individual division or event is kind of quite probably might change just because of the map and as well as the rounds that they will be playing, knowing from 4 maps to play from both divisions now down to 2. So any thoughts about that opportunities from your top 3 yesterday?
My thoughts about yesterday, of course, they're fully prepared here, Aaron. Most likely, they have to focus on, instead of focusing on 4 maps, they have to focus on 2. That means
Yeah.
they have to do what it takes. And as we can see on our screen right now, of course, here comes Mr. Range from the Philippines. That's Mr. Fusingan, and shifting towards the Indonesian player, as we can see here. Let's talk about who are your top 3, okay? Since this is gonna be an individual tournament, instead of 4 maps, this is gonna be 2 maps. Who do you think, regardless of the ranks, is going to get the chicken dinner, or probably who will gonna be ending up in top 3 regardless?
A big question, and as well as a good opportunity for me. I do believe Philippines is one of the top 3, and as well as the side of Cambodia, and last might probably the Indonesia team.
Indonesia team for ya, the last one. But there are a lot of hopefuls. There are a lot of powerhouse here, as we can see right now. Let's talk about the powerhouse players. Coming in from Myanmar, Yangon Galacticos guys, Marnet and Romeo. These two, they have a very solid portfolio. They just won PUBG Mobile's Challengers League 2026 last week in spring.
Yeah.
They became the top team there, and most likely bag the gold alongside Hive All-Stars, Monboy and Range representing the Philippines, and Team Nemesis also from the Philippines. But speaking of Philippines, it's just Monboy, it's just Range, Mr. Barode and Mr. Fusingan now representing the Filipino flag. So Hive All-Stars, or probably, let's talk about them individually. They came in from different teams. Mr. Monboy, Mr. Barode has a lot of experience chasing that medal, and he ended up getting the bronze for the Filipino back in Cambodia last SEA Games.
Yeah. And that is quite a challenge for those teams that still are going towards their dream, having some huge opportunity to achieve this kind of game, and as well as some team is still climbing towards the top. But again, with a huge experience from some players, as you mentioned, and as well as the notable names towards this tournament, and there's gonna be a quite big impact towards those players who needs to step up, and they need again to redeem themselves towards this tournament.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, Aaron, everybody, welcome to the Nusa map. It is finally happening. Match 1 of 2 of the individual tournament, as we welcome you here on the Southeast Asia Esports Nations Cup, the inaugural, the first ever Southeast Asian Esports Nations Cup. Hot drop here, as we can see right now, a lot of players dropping into this very great mansion. Are we gonna see some early kills?
Might probably having a first kill towards the side of Master D2K from Cambodia, but unfortunately, Kenny and as well as Romero having that kind of opportunity, and there goes a huge kill from those men, as we mentioned. So Master D2K, Yami, and Marnet having that kind of opportunity is going to be hard for them.
Oh my. Very, very aggressive start. When Oh my goodness, he won that fight with the DBS towards Romeo. Not a good sign for the players of the Myanmar. We've seen Romeo and Marnet getting eliminated early. And right now
Wow.
also win Satar. He got Satar out again.
Oh no. Again, they are just farming those elimination kills, and that will will go towards the top, towards this team of Vietnam. Leave this and as well as win with 2 points already towards this game, and followed by the team of Malaysia, Connie and SS, and the side of Cloak. So right now, some of the players towards leaderboard still trying to farm around the map, trying to get some loots, but towards the kill feed from Vietnam, another kill towards the side of Win.
Win actually is winning! Kenny! Kenny with a nade on the face! Oh no, not good for him. After getting 2 eliminations, a nade coming in from Satar knocks him off or eliminates him. So that means he still have a last life, last chance. Satar running on the field. Levi's spots Satar waiting patiently. He's not getting on his scopes. At least Satar is playing it safe.
But surely enough, from Vietnam, they don't want to, again, to go down towards this tower, and they want to have a good cover towards the high ground advantage, just because to check and as well as to gatekeep all of the buildings near from them. But this is gonna be again, a big opportunity so far from the team of Vietnam. But looking at the circle, most likely the team of Philippines of Fusingan is down towards the side of Sunset Street, and some of the players from Timor-Leste, Rebelio, towards the Pink Beach. So let's see how will they go around towards this circle, and as well as the zone, knowing this is gonna be the first circle of this game.
Talk about the circle. Mr. Fusingan decided to stay on Sunset Street. Levi's, okay, good insights. He managed to spot inside. I was about to say, Marnet has that Uzi, goes towards Barote. I was going to mention that aside from Mr. Fusingan, which is not inside the circle, Mr. Barode caught himself in a very hot position. So that means there's 2 other players near his area, and Mr. Barode got eliminated. I think he still has the... Oh no, he doesn't have a final life. No recalls. He's now out of the game. So that means, aside from that, you know, he cannot try to score points anymore. For Monboy, he needs to do his best in the second map.
Oh no, another opportunity for Win to again accumulate for the 4th kill in nation towards the side of Singapore. And this time around, this is going to be hard for the side of Singapore. They need to gain more momentum. Again, it's going to be hard because of the 1v1 scenarios, and this might be the last chance of Win. He needs to survive and to retain this composure.
Honda from Lao goes for what? And Win. No, that's a payback, actually.
Yeah.
That's a payback. Win. That's your second life. You're out inside here on his last life. Look at it. It's just like 5 HP or 3 HP left for him. And good thing he survived that 1v1.
Yeah, surely enough. And that is a quite, again, strong move from the side of Insight. But this time around, another chaos will go in towards the second floor of the map. Honda up against the side of from Singapore, and they are still looking towards this opportunity to gain again some kills. But toward this game, surely enough, another Vietnam representative, Levis, will still surely again wait for the opportunity to go for another kill. But this time around, 3 players already eliminated towards this map number 1.
It seems like Mr. Fusingan, he's still outside the circle.
Yeah.
The zone caught up of him. He's trying to survive. He's trying to run towards the circle. But of course, we cannot leave this area just like what Levi's is doing. He's just staying in the balcony looking for potential kills. Here, trying to crawl like a snake. When does he gonna strike? And speaking of strike,
Oh,
Mr.
no.
Fusingan, who is just running towards the circle, he caught Rebelo out, and that means it's a point for the Filipino. And the final Filipino that's in this game, Satar, pretending to be a plant. He's planting himself, hiding
Yeah.
in plain sight. I'm expecting a sneak play here.
Yeah, for sure. And looking at the map, it's gonna be a long way rotation as well as a long push towards the Philippines and as well as the side of Kenny from Malaysia. Seeing some players scattered around the map near the Regal Resort and as well as the village. So we do have three countries around this village, and this might be the opportunity from
Oh,
the side
no.
of Pache. Brunei right now. Oh,
No.
might be hurt for the side of Pache 88.
Wow. That nail bounced off. It hit the post. It's not football. Football is for later, but it bounced
Yeah.
right back. He got hurt, but still, he's really good to go. He still has life, 80%. He managed to heal up somehow, but he doesn't even realize that where he's staying at, there's a lot of people. There's a lot of opponents around that area. For Pache, it's time for me to hop one house after another, gain some loots, probably, prepare for the long game, nades, find the better guns, ammunitions and all, which may help me, which may help him somehow survive for the long game. But of course, patience. You have to have a lot of patience because this is just the second stage of the circle, and after that, there's no fights happening. We just have 3 eliminations as of the moment.
Again, going back towards the score points, this is gonna be hard for some teams. They need to again secure the top 5 towards this game, just because they do have the instant score. Knowing the top 1 will be accumulating 10 points, that is a big point to boost your rankings towards the top number 1. But this time around, this is gonna be the map 1. But so far, it's still on the hands of Vietnam. But surely enough, this is gonna be a good push towards the side of Philippines from the side of Pusingan.
Ooh, hello. Someone is outside this house.
Hi.
Hi. Oh, it's Pusingan.
no.
It's Pusingan. You have to be careful, Pusingan. Hi is behind you. He's focusing on Marnet. Nades after another. They're playing volleyball here, exchanging nades. Now Marnet not gonna throw any nades towards Fusingan. Fusingan, he still has 2 more nades to throw. Not gonna pop. We can see Marnet. Here he goes towards the sky, but he runs away. He went inside the building. The house is occupied. Mr. Marnet readying the Uzi up. Fusingan, do you have a lot of nades here? But no, you're not gonna hit Mr. Marnet, and Mr. Marnet goes down.
A great opportunity from the Philippines. Now Marnet was eliminated from the 12th spot towards this ranking. But so far, this is going to be a huge game for the top 11 players right now. We are now seeing a great opportunity from Levis with 6 points already, and as well as Kenny from the team of Malaysia.
We still have 11 players in this Nusa map. I mean, that was quick. A lot of action happening. But take note, Mr. Fusingan still have the recall up, but no, there's no recall available as of this moment. Do or die for them. No second chances. Small circle is there already.
no.
They're forcing them out of the field. No urban warfare. They're out in the open. They have to be very
Satar
much
and
careful. I
Yuno,
can see
though.
what happened to Yuno?
Oh,
You know,
here we go.
he got eliminated by the Uzi.
Mhm. And that is a quiet problem from that kind of scenario towards this circle. And surely enough, last 10 players remaining. So let's see who will gain towards the again the winner chicken dinner spot towards the last man standing towards the map number 1.
no.
Oh, Kenny.
Oh no. Can he? Can he throw
Oh.
that nade? And look at the irony here. High
Yeah.
is on the low ground. Kenny is on the high ground. He threw a nade, connects towards High. Another nade, ready to cook. Kenny, can he get that
no!
kill? No, not good for Mr.
Oh.
High. The circle, the zone is pushing him near Kenny. Kenny needs to throw his gun out.
No. The timing. We saw him.
He went out.
Kenny. And we are now
Oh,
heading towards the side
oh!
of Fusingan. And there goes a third party action from the side of Fusingan. Now Kenny and Fusingan. Let's see. Another great throw. And there we go. Kobe play from the Philippines. And this might be a good pointing system so far for the side of Philippines.
The amount of range Fusingan has, no pun intended. Look at how he throws those nades with precise and accuracy.
Yep.
You know, imagine a three-way battle. It's between Kenny and it's between High.
Yeah.
And you force High out of the zone and he got caught by the sides of Fusingan. And Fusingan gets that kill. He didn't even hesitate. So that means Barnett should focus on Fusingan and they exchange nades. Fusingan ready up and then eliminates him. Levi's, on the other hand, gets a decent kill. We're now in top 6, Mr. Aaron.
Yeah, that's right. And going towards the top number 5, let's see Shako and the rest of the crew is gonna be the battle of Indonesia, Vietnam, and as well as the Philippines. Top 4 remaining players, but this time around, Fusingan. Let's see. They are now battling it out. 2 representatives from the side of Indonesia, Satar, Yami, and 1 from Vietnam, from Levi's, and 1 from the Philippines. So for Fusingan, Levi's versus the side of Yami. It's gonna be a quite a situation. There goes the push. This might be the end of the story for the side of Indonesia, but again, a landslide factor. Indonesia right now versus the Philippines.
This is what I am saying with Yami. This guy can do a 3 versus 1 clutch. And now, a 3-way battle. Fusingan locks him down, but Yami stands tall. He eliminates Fusingan to get the chicken. Oh,
There we go. Indonesia, Philippines, and Vietnam. That is a 3-way battle from different countries, but again, one will rise up towards the Nusa map, and that is the side of Indonesia on the side of Yami.
great start, I must say. Great map, Nusa map. And this is so great for their Indonesian representatives because
Yeah.
2 Indonesian representatives made it to the top 3. Satar and Yami. Fusingan being added in the mix. Levi's from Vietnam made it to the top 4, but that chaotic 3-way battle where Satar and Fusingan standing on that high ground, they're just aiming at Yami. And imagine the Spider-Man meme. Oh, you're still my opponent. I have to
Yeah.
focus on you. So Fusingan, instead of focusing towards Yami in the low ground, he sets his sight to eliminate Satar, where Yami lands the final blow, gets the chicken, gets the last lap. Amazing map for each and everyone. I love this.
The perfect timing and as well as a good opportunity for the team of Indonesia. Once again, there's going to be a huge opportunity for the Indonesia to gain towards the top seed. And again, there's going to be the map number 2 later on, ladies and gentlemen. Again, any thoughts about that wonderful map number 1 towards the map of Nusa?
Well, you've said it. It's wonderful. A lot of patience play happening. There's a lot of aggressions during the early drop. You know, they're not wasting any time. They get guns, they get good stuff, and
Yeah.
then start to get points because they're trying to utilize that recall. They're trying to utilize their second life, and when the circle closes in, you don't get a second life. Even though you save that recall for later, you cannot use that into the later stage.
Yeah.
Fusingan, I believe he didn't get eliminated. He didn't get eliminated in the first half, but he managed to sneak his way through and get some decent kills. I am seeing the feed wherein there's a point where Levi's and Mr. Fusingan tied up at 16 points, including the
Yeah.
placements and the elimination points. But Mr. Yami trying to climb his way up, he also gets some decent kills. And imagine getting 22 points out of this, plus your elimination points. That gives Mr. Yami and Team Indonesia a head start on the charts. The question would be, can Yami maintain that heat? Can he maintain that momentum?
And that is a big question so far for the side of Yami. And again, this might be a big threat so far for the top player towards the ranking. But again, true enough, some of the players from the bottom 8, which is some players from a team of Brunei, another opportunity for them to redeem themselves towards the map number 2 later on, to snatch that rank towards the top number 1 as of now from the team of Indonesia.
Well, let's check the highlights, ladies and gentlemen. You know how good the game was. A lot of blows, a lot of nade exchange, and a lot of firepower on this map. Look at Win, actually. Win, you enjoying his recall in this one. Insight finally got his revenge. But in this part, we can see Fusingan with the sneak attack towards high, and he goes for Marnet as well, or for Kenny, rather. And then, here comes Levi's. He goes in with dice for Yami, but that 1v1 between Yami and Levi's shows that Yami is really good at 1 versus even how many? 1 versus 3? Just like what we've seen earlier, he's really good at maintaining that clutch.
And that's right. And that's gonna be the map number 1 that was happened on the map of Nusa.
That is it. I mean, we're gonna be looking forward to the next map because the next map is gonna be on Livik. So if Nusa is quite chaotic, well, for Livik, I'm gonna be expecting more chaos in this map as well. So we've talked about top 3, and I believe that you've mentioned Indonesia in your top 3. And here we go. Mr. Yami skyrocketed his way to the top. So what are your thoughts? I mean, how do you feel when one of your guys or one of your guys that you predicted is on the top of the list?
So far, it's gonna be 100% prediction towards the map number 1.
But we have to chill off a little bit because we're going to be preparing for the map number 2, Aaron Vince G, Southeast Asian Esports Nation Cup. We'll be right back.
Ngày đầu lạc lõng du lượn bay giữa trời xanh mênh mông, đạp đất còn vụng về chân tay lóng ngóng đi lút từng món, tìm vũ khí cùi bắp chuông chạy blue zone rất gắt, vai trò nhảy khắp vòng vo là sân khấu diễn cho cả team, rồi mong một ngày chạm được tới đôi DNA một cùng kết nối vượt chốn khơi, từ newbie vùng về đến chiến thần vây vùng khắp nơi, winner chicken dinner vang khắp nơi. Here comes the blue zone, game on về thì lút xuống nhanh nào, chưa sao chẳng phải vươn tới đỉnh cao, nhắm bắn chuẩn headshot thêm vào MVP này tài năng từ trong máu, make it không lo nếu có cần thì mình alo ngay mấy đứa bạn thân, phóng xe tới thôi tin không ngừng chốc lát nữa sẽ có thêm mấy nạn nhân. Let's go, cân cả đội địch nguyên team cùng gáy, lấy cách up kép cắt giật trend với một đam mê đồng đội cùng cháy, dạp mù máu đủ ở trong kho đây, có bao thử thách anh em ta đây có squad chung tay và sát cánh. 8 năm rồi DNA chiến thắng bùng nổ, 8 trên cùng hòa là một, cùng kết nối vượt chung khơi. Từ newbie vùng về đến chiến thần vây vùng khắp nơi. Winner winner chicken dinner về khắp nơi.
Again, we are back here at the SEA Esports Nations Cup, the PUBG Mobile event. And again, this is going to be the map number 2 opportunity for the teams to battle it out towards the rank number 1. But again, it's we are your shoutcasters, Aaron and Vinci. Mm-hmm. And yep, and that's right, Vinci.
I was saying,
And again, yeah. Mm-hmm.
it's the we've seen a lot of action-packed matches here in the first map, so I'm gonna be
Mhm.
expecting a very action-packed map here. As you mentioned, this is your second chance. This is final shot. So if you get eliminated, that means it's over. And if you're the guys that got eliminated in the first Nusa map early, that means this is your final shot to redeem yourself. We have a lot of tough contenders. We've seen Yami on top. All you have to do is how can you eliminate Yami early on, not to produce points. That's what you need. That's what you need to think. You need to come up with a game plan on how to stop Team Indonesia from snowballing. If you're the contenders,
And that's right, and it's a big challenge for the contenders to contest from the top 3 players from this tournament. And again, this might be a big transition, knowing the top 3 players from the side of Satar, Yomi, and as well as Fusingan, heading towards the map number 2 and transitioning later on towards the duo event. This might be a big advantage towards this team of Indonesia.
Indonesia, without a doubt, they're seasoned veterans here in the PUBG mobile scene. Satar, aka Star, he's on loan right now, still representing Vigatron by Vitality. He's playing for Pangeran Macjo as we speak, but you know, this guy has experience. This guy, making it to the top 3 earlier. He got caught by Fusingan, but if I were him, I must be very much careful in playing, because you don't have to watch out for a single guy, because just like a three-way battle that we've seen earlier, you don't know where your opponents are. So you have to be extra careful. You have to think quick, and if you can, you have to flick very fast in order for you to eliminate 2 opponents in a span of short time.
Yeah, and I do believe some of the countries, especially towards the side of Laos, and as well as the team of Timor-Leste, to step up because of the kind of problem that they are facing towards the map number one, early elimination kills towards their members, towards their again representatives, and as well as the side of again Vietnam early on towards the side of Levi's, and as well as Win. They do have again the great opportunity to gain those early kills, but the end of the game, there was again a downfall towards their again position, and as well as their strategy towards the circle. Because of the small circle, this is gonna be hard for some teams to again to face with each other. The high ground advantage is a quite a big impact towards the Nusa map, but let's see what will be the changes towards the side of the map of Livik.
Livik here. It's gonna be, it's a small action-packed map, a different terrain in comparison to Nusa earlier. So I wanted to, mention the home boys from this country. The Vietnamese players. We have two. We have Levi's and we've got Win. We've seen Win actually winning early game fights
That's right.
in the early game where he managed to knock a DDS shot. He's from Team Flash currently. He's playing for Team Flash starting last year. So this guy is probably a new breed of player, and he got potential. I think this is the first time that he's representing Vietnam in a country level tournament. And speaking of country level tournament, I believe no, this is the second time because last time is the Esports Championship last April. But this time, the we can say that if Win is a new breed of player coming in from Vietnam, Levi's from the Savior. He's no new to representing Vietnam. He's been playing for the Savior since 2021 from Pubg Mobile, coming from SND, Shine Like Diamond. And with that, he has been representing the Vietnam flag ever since in the 31st Southeast Asian Games, stuff like that. So he's no new to this kind of tournament. And Levi's here, I believe, top four. Nope, I don't want top four. I am playing here in Vietnam. I wanted to get that chicken. I wanted to bring the gold.
Hmm. And again, that is the main goal for the 10 countries and 20 players right now to again to bring home the gold towards their again hometown, which is the side of Vietnam. But again, this is gonna be a big challenge. But so far, transitioning towards the side of Livik, let's see what will be the strategy. Late push, again, avoid the early action towards that skirmish towards the side of the team of Vietnam. I do believe that the side of Vietnam has a quite advantage towards the first minute of the game, just because of the again the loot advantage towards the side of the map one. But this time it's gonna be a great mindset to again to redeem themselves and to gain and to snatch from the top three players from the previous map.
Now, as we are waiting for the game to commence, let's talk about the other players as well. I'm gonna be putting my spotlight into the Cambodian teams. Starting off with Mr. Davan. Davan here, of course, not a stranger. He's a seasoned veteran in the Cambodian PUBG Mobile esports scene. He's been playing since 2020. A lot of organizations has been he joined notable Cambodian organization like Join Me and of course Impunity Esports. And now he started representing Cambodia uh, in a country scale tournament like IESF and Southeast 32nd Southeast Asian Games starting from 2022 onwards, and right now still he's producing results. He just got denied early, but Kill Enemy, players from Kill Enemy like Davan, I'm just waiting for this guy to pop off somehow. Master D2K and Davan, if they manage to somehow let their aggression kick, they can produce results. And The same goes with other contenders like Malaysia's Kenny and Cluck, hailing from Malaysia, representing the same team. Most likely, we've seen them play uh, too much PUBG Mobile, and they've bagged a lot of awards and trophies from their pro leagues.
Mhm. And that is quite interesting accolades towards those players. But again, going back to our topic from the previous map, it shows that the side of Yummy is leaning towards the first spot towards this tournament, and as well as the side of Fusingan from the second place. Third place is going to be the Vietnam representative, which is the side of Levi's, and Satar towards the fourth. So that is a big, again, a big opportunity for the side of the top four teams so far, who are getting into a good shape. 16 points in total for Levi's and Satar, and the 21 from the side of Poloy, aka Pusingan, and 25 points for the side of Yami. But this time around, let's lean towards the map of Livik.
Well, let's live it at that. It's gonna start the game. We can see players dropping off. Fusingan dropping first. Okay. Ending up at second during that previous map. He decided to drop hard south. Most likely, he loves to drop on small maps. You can see the positioning. He usually drops on the southwest side of the map. So for Mr. Fusingan, it's gonna be Dormant, or probably Holdhus going towards Dormant Volcano, but we can see Pache ready to cook something here, but he decided to put the pin back. There's no opponents. I need to chill.
They need to, again, to break first before pushing in towards this, again, early minute game. But again, this is going to be a quite a challenge for some teams, knowing the rankings have a huge difference in terms of the score. So surely enough, the side of Timor-Leste, and as well as the team of Cambodia and Brunei, knowing that the side of Pache needs to step more for this last map, we are seeing their chance to, again, to go towards the top because of this 2-over-2 match from the individual event. And after this, we'll be moving on towards the duo map, and that is a kind of a big challenge for those teams to, again, to warm up towards the individual match.
No recall on this map. Down goes the Lizzy Boy. He is now eliminated from the game with only 1 point, starting from the previous map. So for Laos, they still have one more representative. On the, Satar!
These guys, Satar! Low HP. Oh no. Is he pushing the side of Win? But again, they will avoid that skirmish, and they will push from the side of Indonesia. Satar right now, 1v1 grenade fight, face to face. Second floor though, from the side of Vietnam.
Satar ending up at top 3, gets eliminated by Fusingan.
No!
Oh!
Wow!
To the face! He's not done. He's not done. He's trying to put a bullet on the crate. Satar still alive in this game, eliminating one player from Vietnam. So it's all up to Levi's now.
And that's right. And looking at the circle, it shows that the side of Crabgrass, it's gonna be the middle of this first circle. But so far, it's gonna be a big opportunity for those teams who are landed first towards the side of Shaco, Timor-Leste as well. We have High, and as well as the team of Malaysia Marnet. So let's see. What will be the gameplay so far for those teams who are outside the zone, seeing the side of Pusingan and Barode. Let's see if they will battle with each other later on.
Wow. So most likely they're thinking a lot same. Hailing from Filipinos, okay. Knowing Fusingan, he loves to drop towards the southwest. Might as well challenge that. So for Mr. Barode, he's trying to establish his position. Most likely he's expecting other opponents. But speaking of the other players outside the circle, Satar surviving that fight, but Rebelo, okay, for it's over for him. He managed to get punished by Rebelho. Rebelho, uh, has his life extended, but he needs to be extra careful with that. Now going back, Mr. Yami is on far outside the circle for Levi's. Job's not done yet. His position is quite hot. Pache and Levi's is still there. Marnet and High also nearby as their neighbor. I wonder who's gonna knock first.
Hmm. And that is a big question so far for this time. There's no second chance. There is the last chance. We are singing from the side of Levi's and as well as the side of Pache. Vietnam versus the side of Brunei. Let's see. They are still taking their time. They want to accumulate the position, the top eight position towards the ranking, just because they do have the instant accumulated points based on the rank. But again, some of the teams so far, it's gonna be a huge gunfights for them. They need to farm more kills, double effort towards the push, and again, they need to be aggressive so that they can farm more points.
All about farming that points. It's all about how you maintain that consistency. Speaking of consistency, top three still in play for Satar. He's just close into overtaking Mr. Fosingan here. Yami outside the circle. He got caught. The zone is shrinking. It's closing in towards the middle, so they have to be extra careful. And for Mr. Yami and Fosingan, the fight is just close, neck to neck. 4 point gap. For Musinga needs 5 more points to overtake Mr. Yummy from Indonesia right here. And as we can see on our screen, Mr. Fusingan right now checking every room, every corner of this building, every corner of this house. He might find a suitable loot that he can use later on. And he needs to run, actually. He needs to go and prioritize his safety because the zone is closing in again. He needs to establish his position.
And again, the position is still a good opportunity for those members or individual players who, again, place themselves towards the inside the circle. But so far, it's gonna be Shako from the side of Renee and Romeo from the Myanmar. It's gonna be again a long journey for them just to avoid those skirmish, just to avoid those again minimal errors to extend this game. But seeing the rotation towards the middle of the map, crabgrass might be a again battleground for those countries who are near
Oh, oh,
towards
oh,
that area.
hello. Win. Oh, hello, ladies and gentlemen. We can see right now, crabgrass quite occupied because of the airdrop being dropped on
Yeah.
their area. A lot of players still, still utilizing the low damage of the zone. So that means they can still endure that, get some better loots, and then push whenever the circle is small. And we can see shots coming in from Barnett. He spots one, but it didn't connect at all. He needs to position himself much close towards his opponents to have an idea. Levi's and Pache series is not done yet. No one
Yeah.
is gonna leave the area until one of them dies.
And this is a again patient game. More who will be the most patient player for the side of again Levi's, and as well as the side of again Pache towards this game. But some of the players, especially from the Cambodia team, this is my prediction towards the Cambodia. They need to again secure those kills, and as well as the again go towards the top 3 from this map number 2. And seeing Indonesia, they are still surviving, and they are still on towards the top 1 and top 3. So this might be a again good build up for the side of Indonesia before we transition towards the duo, because of this kind of moment. They do have the chemistry for the solo and as well as the duo. So this might be a big challenge for those teams who will battle the country and as well as the representatives from Indo. And now, Pache and Levi's, this might be the opportunity for the team of Vietnam.
This might be the opportunity, ladies and gentlemen. A lot of chaos. I can smell a lot of chaos happening here. Pache running
No.
towards
Oh
the
no.
zone, hiding towards the box. Satar goes for insight. Another kill for Mr. Satar here. That's his
Oh
second
no.
kill. And probably he gets the highest kill of this game. And Yami and Kluk just, just
Yeah.
outside. So Yami, he needs to be extra careful, or else Kluk is gonna end his life.
Mhm. Proper timing, proper execution. But so far, I do believe that Yami knows that there are some players around the vicinity. So this might be a warning shot towards the side of Malaysia and as well as the side of Vietnam. But this time around, Pache. And this is the grenade thrown towards the side of Pache. Slight damage though. But Levi's and the side of Pache, this might be the SMG battle for the side of Pache. Low HP.
Oh
though. Welcome to the house. Oh no, he will enter the house. Ooh. Oh
Go
no,
outside.
axed up. Oh no, 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 no.
The zone is punishing them as well. This is quite hard. They need to use those bandages up. They have to be extra careful
Mind
of their
games,
next
mind
move.
games.
1 or 2 bullets may do the job actually at this rate, because of the how punishing the zone is. So Pache trying to open the door, confuse Levi's. He went outside instead. They're trying to use the house as an entire wall. So as I've said, they're not gonna leave the area unless one of them goes down. So is it gonna be Pache or Levi's? They're trying to settle the score. No one is gonna escape. That's the three is. And oi! Master
What?
D2K steals the
What?
kill!
And that
Out of
is
nowhere,
the
man.
longest 1v1, but again from Cambodia, Master D2K avoided
Levi's.
that gunfight with Pache
Hello?
and Levi's. But there goes the kill. Patience still are going towards the side of Vietnam, aka from Levi's.
Great opportunity for Levi's to convert.
No.
Oh, he got punished by the zone. I was about to say that was a great opportunity for Levi's to convert that crisis into an
Yeah.
advantage. But enter Master D2K. He managed to steal that kill for him. Davan, on the other hand, another representative from Cambodia, got eliminated. So that means there's no more Cambodian representative as of the moment. But imagine how long that one versus one happened just to get caught by another player. For Levi's, it's quite frustrating. That's my kill. That's my shot. That's my point. And then Master D2K out of nowhere tries to enter the scene and then took
Yeah.
the kill out of him.
And that's right. And so far, this is going to be High versus the side of Philippines. But there goes the kill from the side of Barode. And now, Timor-Leste, last chance for the side of Rebelio. And he will be facing one of the side of Myanmar, which is Marnete. And it shows that the map is going towards that 1 to 2. and two house across the street. So this might be a big challenge for some teams that doesn't have the cover, just going towards those racks, trying to
Ooh.
hide their bodies. But Yami is still on top, 31 points towards this game.
Good statement for Mr. Yummy right here. Adding 1 point expands the lead by 5. Pusinga needs to chase this. Shako did not survive the Wrath of the Blue. Romeo from Myanmar. He knows that someone is in the area, but you have to use your challenge wisely. I was about to say, you have to be very careful up against your opponent. That's Yummy, but Mr. Fusingan out of nowhere on the second floor decided to eliminate one Myanmar player out of this game. So Mr. Fusingan decided to catch up with Yummy's 1 point.
Yeah.
Oh,
And again,
you're gonna do it again?
from Yami, Yami is being aggressive so far. He wants to secure those big differential lead up against the side of Philippines. So this is going to be the top 1 and top 2 players so far who will be battling it out. There's going to be a challenge for the side of Yami and the side of Philippines.
no!
But there goes the nade kill for Yami.
Fusingan's dreams of catching up to Yummy is done. It's over. A statement has been made that if you're gonna be facing a guy that can do a clutch, that's me. But Mr. Honda did eliminate the other Myanmar player. Romeo is now out. He got hit by a vehicle. Yummy still! He got eliminated by Rebello! This might be an upset!
What?
Rebello wants to catch up!
This might be a good opportunity for the side of Laos. And now Honda and the rest of the crew.
Barode!
Philippines right now up against the side of Timor-Leste, Rebello, and one representative still remain on top, Indonesia, from the side of Satara.
Barode, Rebello, and Satar. Satar has the opportunity to throw Yummy off the top. Satar waiting patiently. He's trying to hide behind the grass. Rebello, the hope for Timor-Leste. He's being patient enough. Barode decided to ride his buggy. Rebello leaving no choice.
Oh, no!
Satar with a DBA. Barode, it's all up to you now. He's gonna try to fight the Orson Rock, and he went up for Satar to finish him off.
And there goes a huge opportunity once again. A back-to-back win for the team of Indonesia. But right now, it's going to be the side of Satar.
Amazing. I was mind blown by what happened. With that scenario that I've seen, I think that's the final shot that Barode has to climb into the top 3.
Yeah.
If that means I'm gonna kick out Fusingan into the top 3, I might as well
Yeah.
do it. But the high ground did punish Barode. It exposed too much of his body, and that gives a very nice shot for Satar. And with that, Satar on top 3 on the previous map, he overtook his fellow countryman, Mr. Yummy. He was forced down to the top 2 spot, and that's a juicy chicken dinner for Mr. Satar from Indonesia.
And that's right. And it is the insane and as well extreme experience from the last circle. A great, again, highlight reels towards this game. And it shows that the true talent and skills from Indonesia and the rest of the other countries were in the top 5, especially from the top 1, top 2, or the Indonesia players, top 3 and top 4 so far. Based on the previous game, it's gonna be the side of Philippines, but again, our champion from Indonesia, it's gonna be Satar.
I must say, that's a last-minute clutch for this guy. Yummy got punished. All Yummy has to do is to protect the lead. But he got challenged. He got naded out of the game, and Satar took that opportunity. It's my time now. Okay, you may rest. Let me climb the top. And that is what Satar did. He did manage to finish off the last 2 players, Rebello, and of course, that insane 1v1 with Barode as well. So I must say, that's an interesting Cinderella story for me. Mr. Rebelo trying to climb up. He got denied by Mr. Satar himself because of that 1v1 peak behind the tree. And then Mr. Barode decided to hide towards the rock and then got punished by it instead. For Mr. Satar here, it's a GG well played. He's raising the Indonesian flag confidently. And by the way, top 4 players that we have right now. Oh, Mr. Rebelo overtook.
Yeah.
Okay, that's the match number 2. Mr. Rebelo decided to stay on top and probably he got a high damage, and that's why he's on top 3. Oh.
Yeah, and looking at the match leader board for the individual event, for the overall match, for the match number 1 and 2, this is going to be a top 1 for the side of Satara. Barode ranking towards the second spot, and as well as Rebelo from the team of Timor-Leste, 14 points or 16 points total, and as well as Laos, the top 4 who are showing their true dominance, and they want to come back, which is a good comeback for the side of Indonesia, especially from Satar, from 3rd place down to the 1st spot.
There you go. This is it for our first 2 maps. Might as well mention each and everybody here going up. Pache, Lizzy Boy, Davan, and Master D2K. Of course, Win from Vietnam, Yuno, and Insight from Singapore. Cluck from Malaysia. Hai from Timor-Leste. Marnet from Myanmar. Kenny on top 10 from Malaysia as well. Rebelo, actually, I love the Cinderella story. Managed to stay in top 3. On that second map with 16 points, alongside Shako with 16 as well. Levi's having 17, another Vietnamese player. Romeo coming in from Vietnam with 17 points, same like Levi's. Barode made it to the top 5, but the top 3, still 2 Indonesian players with Satar on top, Yummy as the second place, and Fusingan. Fusingan might even say that, okay, one boy, okay, Mr. Barode, it's my turn to get the bronze. By the way, let's gear up for duo tournament, Aaron. So might as well throw to a little short break. Southeast Asian Esports Nations Cup. We'll be right back.
Don't have to always be strong. Don't hide this turn to me when you cannot be strong. Let me save something for you even though we're trying to pull us apart. You're my player one, no switch, no doubt. When your heart gets lost, I will guide you with this love reroute. แค่เดินไปด้วยกันแบบนี้คงไม่ต้องกลัวอะไร
No matter how deep your wounds, I heal you till they're gone.
Even when you say you're broken, I see your strength on and on. One step at a time, I'll stay right here. Tears might come back with zero fear. Trust me, I'll carry you. If you fall, I will pull you back up.
Together, you and me till the very end.
No matter when, who I am, I will let you go. Even if it hurts, I will take your heart. I heal you, you're never alone with you until I really love. Winner, 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 winner. Winner, 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 winner. Winner, 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 winner. With you until I really last. Winner, 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 winner. Winner, 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 winner. For everyone. For everyone. For everyone. For everyone. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Winner, winner, chicken dinner.
Thánh giá Kim Tước, nàng là chủ nhân của lâu đài Nguyên Nga, nhưng những tường thành ấy đã sụp đổ bởi chính sự kiêu ngạo của nàng. Trong sự tuyệt vọng, nàng gặp được thủ lĩnh huyết Nga, người dẫn lối nàng vào ngọn lửa thiên, nơi chỉ có kẻ đủ bản lĩnh dẫn đầu mới được hồi sinh. Nàng đã tái sinh và trở thành Phượng Hoàng Chí Tôn uy quyền, nhưng ký ức về người dẫn lối đã ở lại cùng ngọn lửa thiên. Trên hành trình trở lại ngôi vương, thánh khí tối thượng Skael Thiên Điệu đã song hành cùng nàng. Chỉ kẻ đủ bản lĩnh mới xứng đáng ngồi trên ngôi vương vòng bo, và người đó chính là bạn. Sở hữu ngay thánh giáp Kim Tước, mở bán giới hạn từ ngày 3 tháng 4 đến ngày 31 tháng 5.
Không chỉ là một lựa chọn, Green SM là một cách sống. Thành phố đổi thay, nhịp sống khác đi, những chuyến đi trở nên dễ chịu hơn, không mùi xăng, không tiếng ồn. Mỗi hành trình không chỉ là quãng đường mà là giá trị được tạo ra mỗi ngày. Biên giới không còn là điểm dừng, chỉ là nơi hành trình xanh tiếp tục. Không còn giới hạn, không còn khoảng cách, chỉ còn những kết nối đang rộng mở giữa con người và các nền văn hóa. Một thế giới đang trở nên trong lành và đáng sống hơn. Green SM, di chuyển xanh là vì tương lai xanh.
Cây game cùng bản thân cần năng lượng với nguồn sữa tươi sạch từ trang trại TH cùng trái cây tự nhiên. Nước uống sữa trái cây TH Juice Milk cung cấp nguồn năng lượng hoàn toàn từ thiên nhiên, vẫn luôn tràn đầy năng lượng, cháy hết mình với mọi cuộc vui. Nước uống sữa trái cây TH Juice Milk, nguồn năng lượng hoàn toàn từ thiên nhiên.
Adrenaline rushes, it's numbing the pain. Too competitive, I like the narrative, not on no press in the league. Who you comparing with that is embedded in top of the throne of the speed? Are you moving slow on the speed? I just been bringing the heat. I just been bringing the fire. Been bringing the fire. I just been bringing the fire. And they stop me.
Có tự tin, Gen Z sẵn sàng chiến hết mình. Trên mọi hoạt động, quẩy nhiệt mọi nơi, bừng đam mê, đi lên hướng tự tin. lăn qua mọi thử thách, SEA thắng đời 24 giờ. Khử mùi, khử drama, khởi tạo chiến tích kiểu SEA. Lăn xả, đắc kích gây tự tin suốt ngày dài. Romano Gen Z, xây bài ố vàng, bật hương tự tin.
Một sản phẩm của VTV Online, nền tảng livestream tương tác không giới hạn. Xem ngay các giải đấu esports hàng đầu, các trận thể thao đỉnh cao, các chương trình giải trí, phim, show, ca nhạc độc quyền. Bất kỳ ai đều có thể trở thành bình luận viên trên online. Tham gia ngay tại online.vn.
Pubg Mobile, tham năm rực rỡ. Từ bình minh chiến trường đến huyền thoại vinh quang.
Halo teman-teman semuanya. Selamat datang di SNC. Namun sebelum itu pastinya kita akan menyapa kalian terlebih dahulu. Salam Timnas. Salam Indonesia. Salam Pubg Mobile. Salam Nusa. Salam Livik. Salam Satar. Salam Yami. Salam Gold. Salam Silver. Salam SNC. Pastinya seru sekali bersama Sang Squid dan juga junior-junior out yang akan menemani kalian selama 2 match setelah ini. Akan ada duo yang kita mainkan. Kita akan melihat nantinya seperti apa permainan dari para pemain-pemain yang ada. Dan bagaimana kabarnya junior?
Sebentar, suara lu gak kedengeran di gua, San. Coba cek lagi, San.
Tuh, belum ada suara ini.
Halo.
Gue sih belum bisa mendengar suara Bagus. Bagus bisa dengar suara gue. Nah, kayaknya masih belum bisa didengar suaranya. Tapi teman-teman semua kita akan melihat perjuangan dari Satar dan juga dari Yami nanti. Seperti apa mereka akan bermain. Karena tadi kita sudah melihat mode solo yang kembali lagi dimenangkan oleh orang itu lagi aja. Satar kembali bisa memenangkan solo di turnamen SNC. Yami ada di peringkat nomor 2. Tidak heran jika Satar memenangkan mode solo, Yami berada di peringkat nomor 2 karena mereka sudah belajar bagaimana cara bermain solo di PMPL kemarin. Bayangkan saja, kemarin kan terjadi Satar Esports dan juga Yami Esports. Makanya mereka jago main solo.
Itu dia, makanya mereka diterbangkan langsung ke Vietnam. Kita tidak ragu bagaimana dari seorang Satar pernah mendapatkan 2 kali medal di SEA Games Hanoi, kemudian juga Phnom Penh, dan juga bagaimana Yami ternyata tadi bermain sangat baik juga sebagai individual dengan granatnya yang tidak lain dan juga tidak bukan bisa dapetin beberapa musuhnya. Dan bahkan tadi memang sangat disayangkan di Livik bukan momentum dari seorang Yami yang harus di ending sama dari seorang Rebelo. Oke, dan ya juga sekarang kita lihat juga bagaimana dari duo yang sudah cukup ramai ada di center. Bagaimana dari Satar sudah terdeteksi oleh Levi's, tapi granat dari seorang Yami seperti biasa, tapi sayang Satar harus dijatuhkan dari seorang Marnet. Dan juga begitu pun dari Yami harus selesai. 2 player Indonesia mereka tidak dikasih ampun karena terlalu banyak yang ada di center ini, San.
Ya, dan ini adalah Science Center yang kita tahu bersama menjadi pusat dari saat kita bermain di Nusa. Namun menariknya Nusa, kalau kalian mati di Nusa saat di bawah 4 menit kalian turun di drop pertama, nanti akan ada helikopter yang langsung merecall kalian otomatis. Jadi tidak perlu di-recall, sudah langsung by system ter-recall otomatis di 4 menit pertama saat kalian bermain di Nusa. Makanya saat kalian bermain di Nusa, 4 menit pertama pastikan kalian turun di tempat rame. Kalian bisa turun di area science center menjadi salah satu tempat yang jadi pilihan utamanya, atau kalian juga bisa menuju ke village yang ada di sebelah kiri dari science center. Itu adalah 2 tempat yang sangat recommended untuk kalian mencari poin-poin awal di Nusa. Sayangnya, pencarian poin awal di Nusa dari tim Indonesia gagal di percobaan pertama tadi. Dan sekarang nyawa terakhir bagi Yami dan Satar.
Yes, tidak seperti mode lain yang menggunakan helikopter di tempat-tempat titik hijau. Namun sekarang dari Vietnam, Win mencoba menabrak di depan, tapi Rebel terlalu kuat. Menunggu momentum di balik dari jendela AKM. Jadi weapon yang sangat maksimal, tapi Malaysia, K-Look sama sekali tidak terlihat performanya di momen SEA Esports dan Singapura. Ternyata dari Yuno masih try hard di lini tengah bertemu dengan pemain dari Kamboja. Agak tarik mundur, Thompson ataupun Tommy Gun digunakan sebagai weapon jarak dekat. Namun kita akan kepo juga bagaimana tim juga Yami, tidak masalah mereka harus tidak bisa mendapatkan poin di awal-awal, tapi Yuno terjatuh dan tak bisa bangkit lagi, dan inside pun juga sama. Pandai sekali, cerdas sekali Daftar X mengambil momentum, dan apakah dari Rebelo bakal dimakan juga ada 1 titik darah lagi. Tidak ada yang bisa menandingi kekuatan Daftar di Science Center ini, San.
Ya, Davan atau nicknya adalah Karilho. Beberapa momen dia menggunakan nick Karilho, sekarang menggunakan nama Davan. Dia merupakan IGL dari tim yang kemarin baru saja juara, atau saya hashtag 10 di PMCL Spring, tapi juara di PMCL Wildcard, yaitu Kill Enemy. Namun kita geser menuju ke tempat yang lainnya. Ini dia Romeo, salah satu pemain dari Young Galacticos yang sekarang membela asal negaranya, Myanmar. Menjadi satu tim yang harus diwaspadai karena Myanmar membawa 2 pemain Young Galacticos yang kemarin membawa Young Galacticos juara di PMWC 2025. Ini dia ada Romeo dan juga Marnet, namun Marnet sayangnya sudah pulang menuju ke lobby, menyisakan Romeo sendirian saja, dan Romeo baru saja mendapatkan Rebelo, pemain dari Point Checker yang saat ini membela Timor-Leste. Namun masih ada Hai di sana, Hai dengan sebuah M4 berduel di sebuah jendela, belum berhasil mendapatkan 1 hit kembali, mencari hit selanjutnya, membaca tinggal 1 damage lagi dan dimenangkan oleh Timor-Leste. Myanmar pulang ke lobby.
Oke, dan begitupun dari Hai Timor-Leste mendapatkan poin yang sangat banyak. Mereka berhasil tadi dengan Rebelo yang cukup agresif dan juga Hai. Namun Kamboja di mana tadi Davan X dia benar-benar panen banget di area tengah, dan kita masih mencari dengan tim Indonesia. Ternyata mereka dari atas, datang dari atas, agak sabar. Mereka melakukan looting pastinya dari shipyard, dan space kayaknya agak ke tengah. Mereka punya jarak yang cukup jauh dengan tim-tim yang cukup padat merayap di Bulan Bay. Brunei, Filipina, dan juga Timor-Leste, Hai yang masih siap sedia di area tengah. Dan begitu dari kanan Vietnam, mereka tidak terlalu terburu-buru juga dari Levi's. Dan pastinya mereka akan melakukan scouting dulu dari area outer atau sisi lini dalam ya. Ini outer berarti ada Honda yang sudah terdeteksi oleh mereka, dan beberapa kali udah di zoning out oleh dari seorang Levi's. Agak santai, namun Yami dan juga Satar, mereka pun kayaknya melakukan hard check dulu di area outer. Lagi, ini satu hal yang bagus, sama layaknya dari tim Vietnam juga, agar tidak ada backstep yang terjadi, karena ini modenya adalah duo.
Ya, satu hal yang menarik memang sebenarnya yang patut diwaspadai di sini adalah tim Myanmar dengan 2 pemain yang Galacticos itu tadi. Namun Kamboja juga tidak kalah seram. Kamboja ini adalah 2 pemain dari KE atau sebelumnya mantan pemain GG, dan dua-duanya adalah anak asuh dari Coach Hidan S, coach asal Indonesia yang sekarang merantau menuju ke PMCL. Bahkan Coach Hidan juga sudah saya tanya-tanya beberapa kali, ada insight dari Coach Hidan bahwa seorang Davan yang tadi nge-elim banyak sekali di area Science Center di tengah itu merupakan IGL, sementara satunya Master D2K itu merupakan rusher, sehingga memang 2 pemain ini adalah 2 pemain yang cukup melengkapi. Satu yang nanti akan menjadi otaknya, satu lagi akan menjadi ototnya. Walaupun memang ternyata Davan sebagai IGL juga punya kekuatan yang begitu luar biasa. Disebutkan juga oleh Coach Hidan, karena dia coachnya, jadi dia tahu persis bagaimana keunggulan dari anak asuhnya. Keunggulan dari 2 pemain Kamboja ini adalah granat mereka sangat on point. Yang kedua adalah level skill individunya tidak kalah, bahkan saat mereka harus berhadapan dengan para pemain-pemain yang Galacticos asal Myanmar.
Oke, memang agak tricky sebenarnya untuk memainkan mode duo ini. beberapa perpaduan mungkin sebenarnya cocok-cocok aja layaknya tadi mungkin yang sudah dibahas oleh Sanskui, perpaduan dari IGL dan juga Rusher mungkin itu cukup melengkapi, tetapi mungkin ada beberapa mode layaknya full rusher pun juga bisa memberantas, tapi dengan catatan ini benar-benar mesti dianalisa secara gameplay dari habit lawannya, karena dengan duo rusher ini pasti kekuatannya akan menggerutu dari pintu ke pintu, mereka mencari dan lebih agresif. Tapi ini kayaknya kalau dilihat dari segi permainan, mereka pun juga punya makro yang sangat baik dari semuanya, hampir dari semuanya. Terlihat bagaimana hard check terlalu terjadi, kemudian juga bagaimana mereka cukup cekatan untuk coba move, tidak sembarangan. Selalu lini belakang harus mereka cek terlebih dahulu, dan ya perpaduan penjagaan depan belakang juga mereka satukan antara dua pemain. Namun dari Ina Satar kayaknya masih melakukan looting yang sangat banyak dari bersama Yami, terlihat mereka juga agak tarik mundur, dan gue harap dari Satar mereka sadar bahwa dari area outer pun Brunei sebenarnya menjaga juga pergerakan mereka, dan sekarang agak sedikit berputar. Namun yang menjadi masalah adalah mungkin saja di utara ini akan bertemu dengan Laos. Kenapa? Karena Laos dari tadi Vietnam udah menjegal sebanyak peluru dari Levi's, membuat dari Laos pun juga akhirnya nggak berani untuk masuk timur circle, San.
Satu hal yang juga perlu menjadi catatan saat kita bermain di Nusa, saat kita berada seperti halnya Satar dan juga dua pemain Laos di Blue Zone. Blue Zone Nusa ini berbeda dengan Blue Zone seperti saat kita bermain di E-Rangel atau saat kita bermain di Miramar. Lebih sakit Blue Zone-nya, itu juga berlaku di Livik nanti, sehingga tidak boleh terlalu berlama-lama di Blue Zone. Lebih baik bermain, kalaupun memang harus mengikuti pergerakan dari zona, tetap ada di ujung-ujung zona saja. Karena jika terlalu lama saya khawatir nantinya Blue Zone ini tidak bisa ditahan karena terlalu banyak momen-momen saat kita bermain di Nusa bermaksud berada di Blue Zone, tapi karena Blue Zone terlalu sakit justru tidak lagi punya waktu untuk melakukan healing. Ini harus menjadi catatan tersendiri bagi dua pemain asal Indonesia, yaitu Yami dan juga Satar yang sedang membela timnas Indonesia. Namun Hai menjadi pemain terakhir dari Timor-Leste, tidak punya pilihan lain, dia menggunakan S12K, akan langsung menghajar Barode dengan satu pemain lagi, Pusinga dan juga Barode. Berhasilkah didapatkan satu tubang? Pusinga sudah tubang, Barode masih ada di sana. Barode berputar sedikit, Barode akan mencari momentum, namun healing digunakan terlebih dahulu oleh seorang Hai. Tenang sekali pemainnya satu ini. Timor-Leste berhadapan dengan Filipina dan datang seorang Barode. Gagal. Hai mendapatkan poin yang tinggi.
Oh my god, ternyata bagaimana kekuatan dari Barode tadi di tengah-tengah setitik lagi sisa 9 HP bar, 19 HP bar. Namun juga bagaimana penggeledahan pintu tim Filipina, mereka terlalu tergesa-gesa dan akhirnya hard check lagi. Ketika mereka rotasi harus cepat, tapi Levi's tidak terlalu bagus. Lagi menunjukkan bagaimana atensi mereka ke arah dari tim Indonesia. Satar, Yami hold down dulu, agak santuy mereka di area low ground. Dan begitupun dari Levi's dan juga Win, menariknya adalah mereka tahu seberang mereka ke compound itu udah ada pasti penjagaan yang sangat amat ketat di sana. Dan begitupun menunggu momen Blue Zone, tapi ya, lagi nggak bisa berlama-lama dengan utility yang mereka punya tipis banget. Lihat dari sekarang Win tidak ada drink yang memaksimalkan dan sudah terpakai. Ini sulit untuk digunakan lagi di stage 4, masuk stage 4. Jadi ya, harus cepat-cepat sehingga mereka tidak boleh terlalu overfokus karena dari tim Indonesia. Dan Indonesia dari Satar dan juga Yami kayaknya masih cukup keras mereka untuk membaca situasi bagaimana mereka mengambil decision naik ke atas atau langsung tarik masuk ke arah compound dari tim Singapura, San.
Ya, satu hal yang perlu diketahui saat kita kembali lagi bermain di Nusa, zona akan selalu berada di area village atau flame village dan juga science center. Sudah pasti akan ada di dua tempat tersebut. Sehingga siapa yang bisa menguasai flame village atau siapa yang bisa menguasai area science center, maka dia yang akan mendapatkan zonanya. Dan saat ini sedang coba dikuasai oleh Yami. Granat terlalu mudah bagi seorang Yami mendapatkan elim semacam ini. Granat yang sudah pasti sangat matang dilemparkan oleh Yami dan berupaya untuk terus bisa menguasai area flame village yang dipilih oleh timnas Indonesia. Kita tahu bersama makan donat di Abu Dhabi, Yami lempar granat, musuh auto lobby.
Gila, kita kayak ngelihat dari Yami tuh ngebuang granat enak banget, smooth banget. Kayak ibarat tuh kalau nontonin gampang banget, tapi bagaimana pengimplementasian untuk tangan, otak, dan juga adrenalin rush, ada musuh di depan mata kita, itu benar-benar sulit digunakan dengan timing yang tepat. Dengan apa yang Yami lakukan. Dan sekarang poin untuk Indonesia, sudah 2 mereka berada di hashtag yang keempat. Agak tertinggal memang dari Myanmar, Cambodia, dan juga Timor-Leste yang sudah mengoleksi 7. Namun dari sekarang trennya positif sekali Mereka sudah ada di dalam circle tipis bersama Alan dan juga Yami mengetahui bagaimana Honda ada di depan mata mereka. Tapi Alan gagal granatnya Yami. Split damage masuk. Akan diberikan follow up. S12 ke terakhir dari Yami. Indah lagi gameplay Yami. Memukau kita semua.
Satu catatan kembali saat kita bermain di Nusa, saat kita bermain di Livik, sebenarnya tidak hanya shotgun S12K dan juga adanya sebuah DBS yang bisa dimanfaatkan. Di dua map ini juga diperkenalkan shotgun-shotgun khas di dua map kecil, yaitu ada NS2000. Bentuknya seperti DBS, namun pelurunya lebih enak untuk digunakan dan ini mungkin menjadi salah satu pilihan. Bahkan tadi sempat beberapa player menggunakannya, walaupun kita belum melihat ada momen lagi NS2000 digunakan oleh player-player yang ada di sini. Kita geser ke arah yang lainnya. Kembali lagi DBS nampaknya yang dipilih oleh Win. Bahkan pemain yang berada di depan sana dari Brunei Darussalam dibuat tak berdaya. Satu pemain tumbang, menyisakan satu yang terakhir. Paco nampaknya sudah tumbang dan inilah dia Daftar X sebagai IGL dari Kamboja berupaya untuk masuk ke area dalam. Tembakan diberikan Levis, membayar apa yang tadi dia alami di saat Levis menggunakan UMP di mode solo. Tidak ada yang hit, pelurunya menuju ke Yami. Saat ini Yami ditumbangkan oleh Levis.
Oke, kita menunggu momentum bagaimana sebenarnya buying time aja sih untuk dari Win dan juga Levi's ataupun Levis. Masuk ke dalam circle mereka agak sabar, namun kayaknya Yami bakal ditinggalkan begitu saja. Mengingat bagaimana circle tidak bisa berlama-lama, membuat Ade Alan mengambil satu decision. Lebih mengamankan safe zone aja dengan pinggiran tipis-tipis dan saat dapetin win. Granat yang sangat lagi indah banget dari tim player Indonesia. Dan Satar lagi membuat satu takedown. Hanya akan buying time dia mengamankan dirinya, tapi sayang tiba-tiba saja dari Timor-Leste mengakhiri perjalanan dari Satar dan selesai tim Indonesia di hashtag yang ketiga dengan 4 poin.
Tim Indonesia sudah pulang, namun belum selesai perjuangan dari mereka. Masih ada satu match terakhir, masih ada Livik yang akan dimainkan. Berbeda dengan saat kita bermain di Nusa, Livik memang perlu adanya recall saat pemain sudah pulang satu di antara dua player duo di sini. Dan itu akan menjadi momen yang krusial. Nantinya ada granat yang dilemparkan, sudah pasti mudah saja bagi Timor-Leste. Dan kembali lagi Timor-Leste, justru saya melihat Timor-Leste punya peluang untuk bisa mendapatkan winner chicken. Namun dua pemain dari Kamboja, Rasa dan juga IGL mereka sangat kuat di sana. Timor-Leste berjuang keras sekali untuk melakukan tembakan, satu lagi hit dan gagal. Kamboja lah yang mendapatkan winner chicken dinner.
Luar biasa, 32 poin sudah mereka koleksi bersama dari Timor-Leste. Dan Indonesia masih bertengger di hashtag yang ketiga. Tapi betul, kita masih ada Livik nanti sebagai mode duo selanjutnya. Dan ya, it's okay. Masih ada poin yang diraih dengan top 3 ini pun juga masih baik. Mudah-mudahan nanti gameplay mereka dari Satar ataupun Yami tetap konsisten dengan game sebelumnya. Solo, Satar pun juga memang ada di hashtag yang ketiga. Nyaris memang tadi mereka berdua itu berebutan untuk dapetin hashtag 1. Tapi Yami di game pertama berhasil untuk dapetin chicken. Dan next Satar dengan late game di game pertama dan chicken di game yang kedua akhirnya membuat dia menjadi juara. Dan mudah-mudahan nanti di Livik pun akhirnya total medali emas bisa kita bawa pulang dari mode solo dan juga mode duo. That's it buat Indonesia.
Kita akan memberikan informasi terlebih dahulu kepada kalian siapa yang menjadi MVP di match tadi. Walaupun kayaknya sih dari Timor-Leste ya, dengan bagaimana pemain high tadi yang melakukan sebuah perjalanan luar biasa. Namun ternyata bukan, Daftar lah yang menjadi MVP dengan 5 eliminasi. Daftar ini merupakan pemain yang juga sempat membela Kamboja di SEA Games ke-32 Kamboja saat dia menjadi tuan rumah. Namun bukan merupakan juara di SEA Games tersebut karena juaranya diambil oleh Indonesia. Sementara Davan dan juga pemain di tim Kamboja di SEA Games tersebut berada di hashtag 6 saja. Davan juga sempat membela Kamboja di SEA Esports Championship 2023 mendapatkan hashtag 5. Dan di ASF 2022 Asia Qualifier mendapatkan hashtag yang ke-6. Sehingga ini adalah pemain yang sebenarnya memang sudah langganan di timnas Kamboja seperti halnya Satar langganan di timnas Indonesia.
Oke, kalau dilihat juga tadi dari logo baju ada Angkor. Ini mengingatkan kita juga di mana dulu dari tim-tim SEA seperti Angkor, Yangon Galacticos itu satu lobby juga dengan Bigetron RA, dengan tim-tim Indonesia yang lainnya. Kayak mengingatkan kita yang dulu-dulu dan sangat menarik di mana Timor-Leste memasang 2 playernya langsung di top 4 players. Rebelo memang tadi sangat agresif dan Hai pun juga try hard banget mereka untuk dapetin poin, dan Timor-Leste mereka bertengger di hashtag yang kedua, tapi Kamboja dengan digendongnya dari seorang Davan X yang sebelumnya Karyo. Di komen lucu banget. Oh ternyata Karyo tuh orang Kamboja, udah pindah katanya nationnya kayak gitu sana.
Ya karena memang beberapa kali namanya adalah Karilyo, tapi saat ini dia menggunakan nama Davan. Memang namanya ganti-ganti ya, kayak Satar dulu sempat menjadi Satar dan segala macamnya. Ya sempat juga Alan. Nah ini memang ganti-ganti nama seperti halnya Barode. Barode kalau membela timnas Filipina dia pakai nama Barode, tapi kalau lagi bermain di tim aslinya dia akan menggunakan nama Moonboy. Ini adalah memang nickname yang berganti-ganti, walaupun kalau dari Indonesia dua-duanya tidak menggunakan nama asli ya, tidak menggunakan nama Alan dan juga menggunakan nama Haikal, tetap menggunakan Satar dan juga Yami seperti nickname saat mereka bermain di PMPL atau di Pro Scene.
Oke, ini kecewa gue ngelihat Filipina tidak ada nama Federales nih. Apa Federales buat kita aja kali ya. Ini kalau misalnya kayak dulu Zuxi itu nggak main di SEA Games, terus tiba-tiba Jangs itu kan jadi head coach Malaysia. Boleh nggak nih kita pinjam Zuxi gitu buat di Malaysia gitu. Dan begitu pun mungkin dari Federales nggak ada nih, sayang banget. Padahal kita tahu bagaimana individualnya dia, ngegendongnya dia di Bigetron, Granat, dan juga penyelamatan placement point. Padahal ini lobby yang cocok sebenarnya buat dia kalau ngomongin Federales ya. Sayang dia tidak tampil, masih belum tahu apa yang menjadi alasan dia belum dipanggil. Mungkin sama halnya kayak kita semua mengerti kenapa nama-nama yang selalu digaungkan di Indonesia adalah Rosemary tidak diturunkan. Tapi kita mengerti kenapa Rosemary tidak diturunkan dan dipilihnya Satar dan juga Yami. Dan begitupun Satar sering gue ocehin, tidak bisa bermain di A, B, C, dan E. Tapi untuk level seperti ini, SEA Games ataupun di global, PMWC, PMGC, ini lobby yang bagus dengan gameplay Satar yang dia miliki.
Ya, Barode mungkin kenapa dipilih oleh federasi dari Filipina, jelas Barode ini adalah pemegang medali perunggu saat solo di SEA Games Kamboja kemarin, SEA Games ke-32. Jadi udah jelas ada kontribusinya untuk Filipina, makanya mungkin dipilih kembali, sudah ada pengalaman di timnas di sana. Dan juga satu lagi Fusingan. Nah, Fusingan ini menarik. Fusingan ini adalah mantan player dari Harame Bro, yang mana Fusingan ini adalah rekan satu tim dari Federales saat Federales ada di Harame Bro. Walaupun memang ternyata yang dipilih merupakan Fusingan, bukanlah Federales. Kesempatan Fusingan di timnas juga sebenarnya nggak banyak-banyak banget. Dia baru membela timnas Filipina sebanyak 4 kali. Atau maksud saya sebanyak 3 kali. Di SEA Games ke-31 Vietnam, squad dan solo. Di squad dia hashtag 5, solonya hashtag 11. Lalu di Asian Games Hangzhou, China, hanya berada di peringkat nomor 13 sampai nomor 16. Jadi sebenarnya tidak terlalu banyak apa yang diberikan kepada Vietnam, tapi sekarang dia sedang dalam tren positif, hashtag 2 di PMCL kemarin. Makanya kayaknya dipilih karena baru saja hashtag 2 di PMCL.
Oke, kalau kayak gitu kita sambil mempersiapkan duo Livik, kita bakal rehat dulu sejenak. Tapi jangan kemana-mana, kita nggak bakal lama kok. Jadi dukung Satar dan juga Yami karena berkemungkinan juga besar mereka dapetin medali ataupun menjadi champion di SEA NC ini. See you guys, dan stay tune terus di channel PUBG Mobile Indonesia.
khơi, từng yêu bị vùng về đến chiến thần vây vùng khắp nơi. Winner winner chicken dinner về khắp nơi.
Fighting against the world, you carry all of that weight. Never back down, never let your heart hit the ground.
Living in the red zone, when no one else dares go.
You're not alone, I'll be by your side. Be right here for everyone.
With you and me, we'll push through, nothing can pull us apart.
If the sky comes crashing down.
Salam NKRI, salam
Salam
Indonesia,
NKRI. Salam Indonesia.
PUBG Mobile,
Salam PUBG Mobile.
salam Satar,
Salam Satar.
salam Yami,
Salam Yami.
salam Timnas Indonesia,
Salam Timnas Indonesia.
salam SEA NC.
Salam SEA NC.
Gitu.
Panutan
Gitu ya.
nih, panutan nih.
Harus kita NKRI merah putih Timnas Indonesia yang diwakilkan oleh Alan dan juga Haikal atau Satar dan juga Yami. Apapun yang terjadi kalau misalnya untuk bendera Indonesia mah kita harus all out dan totalitas dan dukung sepenuh hati karena ya beda. Kalau tim mungkin bakal gue sikat, tapi kalau untuk bendera Indonesia nggak mungkin. Karena mereka pun juga harus kita support secara emosional, support secara positif dan sekarang pun trennya juga positif. Di solo mereka 1-2, di mode duo ini hashtag yang ketiga dan masih berkesempatan besar mereka di Livik bisa dapetin chicken dan selesai champion lagi mungkin.
Ya, kita mengetahui bahwa alhamdulillahnya kita sudah menjadi pemenang di mode solo, walaupun memang bukan diwakili oleh pria solo, diwakili oleh pria Manado, namun berhasil menjadi pemenang di mode solo dan diwakili juga oleh pria Bandung yang berhasil mendapatkan juara 2 di mode solo dan kita akan segera melihat match terakhir di hari ini yang mana ini adalah penentuan peringkat berapakah Indonesia di mode duo. Kita berharap semoga kembali emas yang bisa kita dapatkan menuju ke venue di Vietnam sana. Kita sedang melihat ini dia venue dari SEA NC atau SEA Esports Nations Cup, di mana ini adalah turnamen yang diadakan oleh Vietnam, yang diadakan sebagai salah satu festival gaming, festival e-sport yang ada di Vietnam dan mengundang negara-negara tetangga se-Asia Tenggara. Venue-nya ini berada di Saigon Exhibition and Convention Center atau SECC.
Ya, dan begitupun kayaknya memang lagi e-sports ini dikenalkan banyak banget ke masyarakat dari Vietnam dan gue lihat juga banyak event juga akan ada di sana di Hanoi dan begitupun tadi terlihat sangat-sangat ceria juga ya Alan, Yami, tidak ada pressure yang berlebihan, kemudian juga seperti biasalah bagaimana kepribadian mereka yang kita lihat di layar kaca setiap di PMSL, PMPL Awan selalu tersenyum, dan begitu pun dari Ekal. Kalau Ekal mah kayak flat aja emang begitu, nyengir dikit. Yang penting dia mah ada ngunyah. Ekal tuh beres, yang penting lu ada kunyahan di meja, beres. Itu pasti chicken 100%.
Itulah keunggulan dari pemain-pemain dari Indonesia. Bahkan saat kemarin Yami serta Satar datang ke Vietnam, mereka langsung disambut oleh tim Flash Vietnam. Mereka diajak menuju ke GH-nya tim Flash, mereka diajak untuk melihat-lihat bagaimana keadaan di Vietnam, diajak untuk ngobrol-ngobrol, bahkan sempat makan bareng dan tuker jersey. Sempat kemarin saya melihat di postingan Instagram dari tim Flash Vietnam, Yami serta Satar memegang jersey dari tim Flash. Mereka sudah diberikan masing-masing satu. Semoga sih ada lebihan ya supaya gue bisa minta, tapi kayaknya sih masing-masing diberikan satu. Dan ini adalah salah satu bentuk persaudaraan dari Indonesia dan juga Vietnam di skena kompetisi Pubg Mobile. Karena tim Flash ini merupakan langganan WoW tim-tim Indonesia.
Oke. Dan ya menariknya kemarin mereka diajak warkop ala Vietnamnya lah ya. Bisa dikatakan seperti itu. Disambut dengan hangat, dan ini memang walaupun di dalam in-game berkompetisi sangat kompetitif mereka, tapi balik lagi di SEA Blinks. Ini adalah salah satu istilah yang cukup ramai juga di medsos kita, bahwa sesama orang Asia Tenggara sebenarnya kita pun juga saudara gitu. Jadi akhirnya mereka dijamu dengan makanan-makanan yang bulat. Haikal sih foto ini makanan gitu ya. Dan kenapa yang ngeliat Haikal? Tapi ya nggak bisa lepas. Tapi ya ngomong-ngomong lagi masalah dari Vietnam ya. Yang diandalkan sekarang nggak cuma Levi's, tapi mereka mengambil pemain-pemain dari Flash yang kemarin memang menjadi liga taninya mereka secara tidak langsung gitu. Dan bisa dikatakan juga dari makro di PMSL terlihat juga cukup kuat. Tops, Wins, terus siapa lagi ya, 2 lagi yang ada satu pakai kacamata, itu benar-benar kuat banget. Agak dramatis mereka lolos ke PMGC kalau nggak salah gue juga. Jadi sekarang kayaknya dari Vietnam nggak cuma nganderin dari player-player di X itu sendiri, San.
Ya walaupun kenapa Levi's tetap ada di line up timnas Vietnam, karena jelas ada medali SEA Games ke-31 Vietnam mode solo yang didapatkan oleh Levi's, itu yang menjadi alasan Federasi Esports Vietnam tetap mengandalkan player tersebut. Namun Win ini adalah nama yang cukup segar, ini nama yang baru. Win baru saja membela timnas Esports Vietnam, atau maksud saya timnas Pubg Mobile Vietnam ini untuk kedua kalinya, karena yang pertama dia membela Vietnam di ajang Esports Championship Asia 2026 di Jeonju, Korea. Ini adalah turnamen yang sebenarnya cukup campuran, ada beberapa tim yang diajak, lalu ada timnas juga yang diajak di sana, dan timnas Pubg Mobile Vietnam berhasil mendapatkan #2 yang isinya adalah pemain-pemain dari tim Flash. Salah satunya adalah Win yang sekarang kembali lagi dipercaya untuk berada di line up dari Vietnam. Kita bisa memetakan sebenarnya tim-tim mana saja yang perlu diwaspadai di event kali ini, karena kita tidak melihat adanya Thailand yang biasanya kan menjadi salah satu nama yang sangat keras untuk dilawan oleh Indonesia, bahkan berulang kali juga bisa mencuri di PMPL SEA atau di PMSL SEA. Namun di SEA Esports Nations Cup kita melihat Vietnam yang harusnya menjadi salah satu ancaman. Vietnam, Malaysia, lalu juga Myanmar, 3 tim yang justru malah tadi tidak terlalu banyak terlihat, kecuali Vietnam. Vietnam tadi oke, tapi sisanya Malaysia cukup redup, bahkan di mode solo pun mereka tidak terlihat. Keluk yang muncul justru adalah tim-tim yang mengejutkan, yaitu Cambodia serta Timor-Leste.
Kamboja, Filipina juga bahkan ya cukup bisa menggertak banyak player, dan terlihat memang sangat pasif antara Malaysia yang tidak terlihat performanya tadi, Keluk yang kita gimana ya, ekspektasinya adalah ini hard carry dari Malaysia nih Keluk ini, tapi kok kenapa redup banget gitu. Dan begitu pun dari Singapura, mungkin dari Singapura adalah gameplay yang ya agak-agak di kelas menengah aja menurut gue, karena terlalu safe, cuma hanya berdiam diri, kemudian juga ditembakin hanya berdiam diri, dan begitu pun ketika ada lawan, dia tidak melawan. Beda dengan pria solo.
Nah, itu yang membuat kita cukup heran, walau jika dihina-hina, diam, dibully-bully diam, tapi jika ada lawan, memang harusnya cukup dilawan, tidak boleh hanya berdiam diri saja. Dan Malaysia ini menarik, mereka membawa 2 pemain dari tim yang sama, membawa 2 pemain dari tim Vertis, tim yang baru, #4 di PMPL Malaysia, dan ini yang membuat saya cukup bertanya-tanya, yang diambil justru merupakan tim yang berada di hashtag 4 dari PMPL Malaysia kemarin, mereka tidak membawa MVP dari PMPL Malaysia, yaitu Vexcry yang datang dari tim Magna. Ini yang justru malah menjadi salah satu tanda tanya, karena Win di Vietnam merupakan MVP dari PMPL Vietnam. Wajar jika dia ditarik menuju ke timnas Vietnam.
Oke, dan yes, sekarang kita langsung aja masuk ke dalam in-game Livik. Langsung aja dimulai, netizen yang negatif-negatif minggir dulu, skip dulu. Kita fokus dukung dulu untuk Alan sama Haikal. Bagaimana sekarang adalah momentum mereka untuk bisa back to back jadi champions. Dan let's see, kita berdoa untuk mereka. Dan Indonesia terpantau sudah berbeda arah antara Alan dan juga Yami. Skema apakah yang kira-kira akan mereka mainkan kiri dan juga kanan? Ini terlihat mungkin akan ada satu sisi agresif, tapi ada satu sisi untuk menjaga lilin untuk melakukan recall. Kerjasama yang cukup baik, dan dilihat dari tim yang lain pun hanya Timor-Leste yang memainkan skema ini. Kalau Myanmar nggak terlalu jauh untuk mengcover Romeo dan juga Marnetsan.
Kemarin gue sempet nanya ke Yami dan juga Alan. Kemarin gue sempet nge-DM Yami mempertanyakan bagaimana persiapan untuk menuju ke turnamen ini, SEA Esports Nations Cup. Yami menyebutkan sebenarnya persiapan mereka tidak terlalu banyak. Mereka sering bermain di Livik karena kalau kita mundur ke belakang, Yami sempat dilatih oleh Coach Ken, Satar juga sempat dilatih oleh Coach Ken. Dan Coach Ken ini memang menyuruh anak asuhnya untuk memainkan Livik, untuk memainkan Nusa sebagai porsi mencari eliminasi, karena kan di sini lebih intens permainannya. Nah, sehingga itu alasan kenapa Satar, kenapa Yami cukup hafal dengan map Nusa, cukup hafal dengan map Livik, apalagi Satar secara historis dia sempat menjadi terminator saat dulu kita mengadakan turnamen Livik untuk tim-tim PMPL. Karena sempat tuh ada turnamen Livik yang hanya memainkan Livik waktu Livik baru launching. Di turnamen tersebut Satar lah yang menjadi MVP-nya atau yang menjadi elim paling banyak, walaupun yang juara waktu itu adalah si Victim. Ini adalah beberapa catatan-catatan yang cukup baik sebenarnya untuk dua player tersebut masuk ke timnas PUBG Mobile saat ini untuk dia bisa berkompetisi dengan baik. Dan sejujurnya kalau boleh jujur dibanding Miramar sih gue lebih apal Livik sebenarnya, karena ini adalah map yang selalu gue mainkan. Seringkali gue push rank di sini, gue grading juga di sini. Jadi ada beberapa titik-titik yang gue rasa ini kayaknya bisa deh diambil, dan untuk mode kompetitif gue nggak nyangka ternyata digunakan juga Livik.
Oke, kita coba ambil skemanya dulu ya. Bagaimana tadi kita analisa sedikit untuk Satar dan juga Yami yang berbeda. Untuk drop zone-nya, Satar kiri, Yami kanan, yang membuat dari Satar sadar atau tidak yang sebenarnya terjun dari flight pad itu sebenarnya ramai sekali. Dan begitupun dari Satar mestinya bisa agak ngebaca bagaimana kanan kiri mereka, dan Myanmar juga Filipina. Malaysia mungkin bakal menyusul juga Kelop dan juga Kenny ke arah dari power plant. Cuma menurut gua juga Yami mestinya bisa ngebaca dari sisi kanan bahwa ada sisa player yang turun dari flight pad. Mungkin itu yang bakal bisa menjadi penjagaan dia di sisi belakang. Cuma untuk ke arah mid stain, ini Yami nggak bisa bergerak dari sendiri. Ini mesti ada satu upaya regrouping sama Satar. Cuma nggak tahu nanti bagaimana mereka akan di satu titik yang sama, skema di regrouping yang di satu titik yang sama. Kita lihat bagaimana nanti Satar akan melakukan agresif atau tidak di sebelah kiri dari circle itu sendiri.
Yami ngaku saat gua tanya nantinya drop zone akan turun di mana, Yami bilang yang penting gua akan menjauhi Satar dari segi drop zone-nya saat di mode solo supaya late game-nya bisa ketemu nanti. Itu sangat wajar saat mode solo. Tapi gua nggak menyangka kalau ternyata drop zone berjauhan ini juga berlaku di saat mereka bermain duo. Sehingga cukup berjarak saat ini dua pemain dari Indonesia. Walaupun kelihatan Satar tidak bergerak kemana-mana, yang mana berarti Satar ini adalah player yang akan menjaga lilin, sementara Yami yang lebih bergerak menuju ke sisi-sisi lain. Karena kelihatan Yami sudah mulai menjauhi area recall, sementara Satar masih berdiam diri di area recall-nya. Yang mana area recall yang diambil oleh Satar adalah area recall yang dekat dengan area power plant menuju ke sisi kirinya. Nanti itu yang akan menjadi tempat persembunyian dari Satar. Beberapa momen memang sering kita lihat ada player-player yang menuju recall di sana saat kita bermain di push rank. Tapi kan ini mode kompetitif sehingga bisa saja justru area-area yang diambil adalah area-area yang berbeda. Tapi mid stain di area tengah merupakan tempat yang sangat sering sekali mendapatkan zona saat kita bermain di Livik. Sehingga bisa saja zonanya nanti menuju ke mid stain juga.
Oke, kalau begitu memang ini basic dari gameplay dari Satar juga ya. Dia tidak terlalu agresif di early. Yang gue pikir tadi dengan flight path player banyak turun di sebelah kiri, dia akan coba culik satu demi satu, dan begitupun ketika nanti dia ke take down, Yami lah yang bakal melakukan satu aksi recall dan akhirnya regroup ke arah sebelah kanan. Tapi ternyata dilihat dari move tadi ya, dikit di minimap, Yami yang sudah bergerak agak sedikit menjauh dari segi recallnya. Dan begitupun dari Alan yang malah agak stay, yang menandakan mungkin akan terjadi satu pasif dan memberikan HBD untuk di sekitaran dari power plant. Kita lihat dari Satar tadi ada di sebelah kiri dari Barode, sudah bergerak juga tipis-tipis, namun di minimap agak menjauh malah ke pinggiran dari circle dan menuju ke arah fusingan. Ini tipis banget. Satar, Alan harus melihat dan tidak terlalu terburu-buru untuk melakukan movement. Kalau emang sedari awal dia cuma ingin stay aja di sebelah kiri, San.
Masih menantikan untuk adanya fight pertama. Sejauh ini belum terlihat adanya sebuah fight yang terjadi, sebuah penangkapan yang terjadi. Bahkan beberapa momen kita saksikan Satar masih menunggu adanya pemain-pemain lain yang datang. Dan inilah dia keadaan dari Satar berdekatan dengan Barode. Dua player yang sudah sangat mengenal dengan baik di turnamen-turnamen nasional atau turnamen SEA Games. Dua player ini sering sekali berhadapan di klasemen di saat Satar mendapatkan peringkat nomor 2. Sementara Barode ada di peringkat perunggu atau di peringkat nomor 3 dan nomor 4 karena waktu itu perunggunya bersamaan. Inilah momen di saat Barode ingin mencari-cari terlebih dahulu informasi-informasi, namun Satar yang tadi sempat kita lihat masih menunggu di area recall sudah sedikit bergerak dan ini menuju ke area atas aqueduct yang dituju nantinya dekat dengan power plant. Ini posisi yang diambil oleh Satar. Ada beberapa Flying Fox yang juga bisa dimanfaatkan di Livik. Hal yang sama juga terjadi di Nusa sebenarnya, walaupun terlihat tidak banyak yang memanfaatkan Flying Fox di Nusa tadi. Dan Flying Fox ini bisa ditembak sekali untuk bikin putus talinya sehingga tidak bisa dimanfaatkan oleh lawan.
Oke, Satar merasa aman, tidak ada weapon yang dia pegang ketika movement. Tapi beriringan di sebelah kiri, Filipina agak nyangkut dua playernya, ada Fusingan dan juga Barode. Tapi Satar udah sadar bahwa ada satu movement dari vehicle yang bergerak dari tim Filipina. Dan di sebelah kanan, Yami, where are you? Yami sudah melewati Laos dan juga Timor-Leste. Dan bahkan lebih berani dia menyeberang lagi dan mengamankan titik recall. Mengingat ini masih stage 2, jadi masih standby mereka masing-masing di recall. Strateginya mungkin bukan stage by stage, bukan circle by circle, tapi recall by recall. Sekarang Yami sudah di sana, terpantau dari Laos, agak sadar bahwa Yami sudah memberikan tembakan dari Lizzy Boy, tapi Yami kayaknya tidak berniat untuk menjatuhi, hanya tembakan zoning out aja. Dan Yami sekarang sudah cukup aman di sebelah kanan dan benar-benar slow pace banget dari kedua sisi kiri dan juga kanan antara Yami dan juga Satar. Tapi Levi's kayaknya agak terbelenggu dengan pemain-pemain Kamboja, Master dan juga Davan.
Crabgrass yang diisi oleh Levi's dan juga para pemain Kamboja. Namun saat ini kita melihat Kenu ditumbangkan oleh Satar. Kenny membackup di belakang. Satar bersiap. Saat ini Satar dengan sebuah shotgun Liviknya akan coba mendapatkan satu hit. Namun Satar mundur terlebih dahulu. Healing dulu Satar. Tenang dulu Satar. Biarkan Kenny datang dan langsung ditembak. Satar sayangnya gagal. Saat dia ingin menghajar Kenny, beruntung Yami berada di area recall. Namun yang perlu menjadi catatan, area yang dipilih oleh Yami untuk merecall itu adalah area di kanan dari mid stain. Yang mana kalau kita bermain di Livik, recall kanan mid stain adalah recall yang paling rame, recall yang paling berbahaya untuk dilakukan di sana. Jadi kita berharap nantinya recall dari Yami bisa dilakukan dengan sempurna, tidak ada orang di situ. Dan ya betul, ternyata di sisi e-sport tidak seperti saat kita push rank. Kalau push rank nih, kanan mid stain udah pasti jangan disambangi. Tapi saat kita berada di sisi e-sport, ternyata area ini masih cukup aman untuk kembali memanggil Satar datang menuju ke map Livik kita.
Ya, sudah terjawab ya bagaimana skema yang sudah kita analisa di awal. how to regroupnya dari Yami dan juga Alan untuk berada di satu titik yang sama. Yang pasti strategi mereka adalah menjaga recall dulu kanan dan juga kiri. Tinggal siapa nih yang ketemu lawan, disitulah yang akan melakukan agresifnya untuk melakukan penjagalan poin-poin. Dan begitupun yang tidak terlalu banyak dari lawannya, Yami di sebelah kanan akhirnya melakukan tugasnya recall. Namun dari sekarang Satar tidak boleh sembarangan lagi untuk melakukan agresinya. Dan Singapura, tiba-tiba saja terkejut terheran-heran. Tim Laos, Honda dan juga Lizzy Boy memakan dia. Namun inside, di dalam shike kecil, tidak ada satu balasan yang ke dalam ke arah pemain dari Laos. Namun Kamboja masih tetap berpegang teguh di crabgrass untuk melawan dari Vietnam. Win masih gagal upaya granat yang dia mainkan ke depan Sansui.
Tembakan diberikan oleh MVP PMPL Vietnam Spring 2026. Belum berhasil upaya tersebut dilakukan kembali. Namun Win memang cukup sibuk dan juga cukup berisik untuk memberikan tanda kepada lawan-lawan di sana agar tidak mendekat ke area dia berada. Dan tadi kita lihat shotgun yang digunakan oleh Satar itu adalah sebutan di komunitasnya adalah shotgun Livik, karena shotgun tersebut hanya berada di Livik saja, atau serinya adalah M1014, itu nama serinya di PUBG Mobile, nama benernya. Kalau nama shotgun Livik ini kan memang sebutan di orang-orangan yang main di Livik saja. Kita bergeser kembali menuju ke posisi dari Vietnam. Win menjaga diri dan zona ternyata menjauhi mid stand menuju ke area crabgrass. Groundhouse juga merupakan tempat yang cukup ramai saat kita bermain di Livik, namun saat ini tidak diminati oleh player-player yang ada. Bahkan area bukit Groundhouse juga sedikit dihindari nampaknya, padahal itu adalah bukit yang cukup nyaman untuk kita akses menuju ke crabgrass.
Ya, mungkin dari mid stain tadi tidak ada penjagaan yang ketat dari recall-nya karena faktor circle juga yang ngebanding ke sebelah kiri, San. Jadi banyak yang meninggalkan daerah mid stain-nya karena memang sebenarnya mid stain adalah space yang cukup panjang untuk mode 2 apalagi ya. Kayak lo bisa persembunyiannya itu banyak di beberapa komponennya. Namun karena Bloomster dan juga Crabgrass menjadi tempat pilihan circle, banyak tim yang mengarah ke sana, especially dari Vietnam, terus melakukan penjagaan ketat ke arah tim dari Kamboja, namun dari Myanmar, ketika mereka berusaha keras untuk ke arah depan. Tapi tidak, tunggu dulu. Indonesia terlebih dahulu. Yang bakal kita fokuskan, yang bakal kita sorot. Yami! Hati-hati setitik darah lagi dan lu bermain-main di blusun. Yami, ya ampun. Agak deg-degan kita semua. Sacho tryhard dari tim Brunei. Dan akhirnya lepas dari cengkeraman seorang Sacho. Yami selamat untuk sementara waktu. Membuat jantung kita berhenti sejenak, Sansboy.
Ya, UTV adalah kendaraan yang digunakan oleh Yami. Kendaraan yang memang hanya ada di Livik. Beruntung memang saat kita menggunakan UTV, belakangnya itu tidak bisa ditembak dengan mudah. Sehingga kepala Yami tadi sedikit terlindungi. Walaupun kalau ditembak dari samping sih selesai itu, karena jendelanya terlalu terbuka. Beruntung kita masih memiliki 2 player. Walaupun agak tertati-tati saat ini. Akan segera melakukan sebuah regroup nampaknya. Para pemain-pemain yang ada untuk menuju ke area tengah. Blomster yang dipilih oleh Yami ini berada di area kayu-kayu atas Blomster. Sementara recall Blomster diisi oleh para pemain dari Timor-Leste. Dan Crabgrass akan diisi oleh Vietnam menuju ke area yang terbuka. Ya, memisahkan 1 pemain saja Indonesia saat sejauh ini. Dan memang belum ada healing yang dilakukan oleh Yami. Dari live status kita melihat masih sangat-sangat tipis HP yang dimiliki oleh Yami. Membuat kita semakin waspada apakah nantinya bisa bertambah atau tidak HP dari seorang Yami.
Oke. Yami masih perlu 8 kit dan agak sabar sedikit. Dan begitupun dari Kamboja bersama dari Timor-Leste, mereka masih bertengger dengan poin belasan. Sangat-sangat sulit dikejar sebenarnya untuk dari Yami seorang diri. Dan bahkan ada chance dari Vietnam bisa menggeser posisi Indonesia yang ketiga, tapi kita percayakan saja terhadap dari Yami. Mungkin ada momen-momen clutch yang bisa dia mainkan sekarang, dan begitupun Chicken bisa, masih possible banget. Tapi win dari area kejauhan bersama dari Masters, share tidak langsung. Kamboja dan juga Vietnam melakukan crossfire, tapi Yami lah yang mengambil kesempatan tersebut karena tim dari Timor-Leste nanjak poin ke arah 13, 5 lagi dia bisa dapetin ataupun ngegeser Timor-Leste, tapi Brunei lah balas dendam dari tembakan zoning out sebelumnya, tapi granat Yami lebih pedas ke arah Sacho Brunei.
Yang berbahaya Yami kelihatan oleh Brunei dan nampaknya ditangkap Yami, selesai. Pulang menuju ke lobby, berada di hashtag ketiga, dan kita mengharapkan tidak ada tambahan poin bagi Vietnam karena ini berbahaya. Vietnam masih punya peluang untuk bisa mengkudeta posisi 3 milik Indonesia.
Oke. Kita pantau dari Vietnam. Lewis dan juga Pace 88 ternyata masih terus melakukan agresifnya. Dua langsung beriringan. Barode dan juga fusingan Filipina. Tidak ada lagi poin yang mereka raih. Namun lihat juga bagaimana Levi's masih standby dengan 3 tim yang tersisa. Mas Kenny atau Kenny yang bakal di crossfire dari sebelah kanan dan juga kiri. Vietnam menggeser Indonesia di hashtag yang ketiga. Dan ada chance juga dari Brunei bisa menggeser Indonesia juga dengan placement point mungkin atau clutch-nya mungkin terhadap 2 player Vietnam tersisa. Tapi Levi's dan juga Win santuy dulu, nyantai dulu. Mestinya dengan agresifnya Pace 88 itu sudah tahu posisinya akan dilemparkan granat dari seorang Levi's. Dan benar aja sudah ada satu deteksi, namun masih jauh dari jangkauan. Pace 88 pun akhirnya tarik mundur dulu dan lebih memilih bersembunyi di balik pohon dibandingkan ke arah high ground-nya itu sendiri.
Ya, ini adalah momen-momen yang diinginkan oleh publik tuan rumah. Vietnam sebagai tuan rumah, mereka ingin bisa berprestasi di negara sendiri karena ini turnamen yang juga diadakan oleh Vietnam sebagai salah satu festival gaming terbesar yang ada di Vietnam. Namun momennya tidak didapatkan di mode solo, ternyata di mode duo Vietnam berhasil masuk ke 3 besar sementara waktu, bahkan masih berpeluang untuk naik ke peringkat nomor 2 dengan seperti ini keadaannya, atau justru bisa sampai ke peringkat pertama. Lewis mencari di mana posisi pasti lawannya dan mudah saja bagi pemain-pemain Vietnam. Win yang mendapatkan player terakhir tadi. Dengan demikian maka kemenangan didapatkan oleh Vietnam, langsung naik ke peringkat pertama, dan Brunei yang tadi di hashtag kedua langsung naik ke peringkat ketiga. Inilah 2 pemain Vietnam yang nampaknya langsung akan segera merayakan kemenangan mereka di publik sendiri.
Yes, luar biasa. Congratulations dari Vietnam. Skema yang mereka mainkan benar-benar luar biasa. Crossing fire, kemudian juga komit dengan fokus satu tim. Memainkan timing di late game dengan sangat baik. Di early pun juga mereka hanya hard check aja sebenarnya. Tidak terlalu komit untuk melakukan takedown ke arah lawan. Dan begitupun Levi's sih memang. Kita nggak bisa lepas bagaimana performa dia dari SEA Games, betul. Dan begitupun dari The Xavier sangat ngebantu untuk placement dan juga eliminasi. Dan begitupun pemain-pemain Flash yang sangat naik daun. Ternyata mereka punya skema gameplay yang kurang lebih sama. Dan pemikiran-pemikiran mereka dengan mode duo ini. Dan sayang tadi Yami udah try hard sebenarnya, udah try hard banget untuk dia dapetin Timor-Leste, untuk dia bebalas juga ke arah Brunei dengan granatnya. Namun apa daya memang bermain sendiri dan well play juga untuk Alan. Bagaimana hasil yang diraih memang belum maksimal di mode duo ini. But it's okay, kalian sudah bagus banget di solo tadi.
Ya, kita sangat bangga Indonesia berhasil membawa medali di mode solo. Di mode duo memang belum menjadi rezeki dari Indonesia. Tapi kita melihat terlebih dahulu MVP di match tadi, Win sebagai MVP PMPL Vietnam Season Spring 2026. Seperti halnya Yami yang menjadi MVP di Indonesia di PMPL Spring 2026 kemarin. Dipanggil menuju ke timnas, tidak heran dia langsung menjadi MVP di match yang menentukan. Vietnam mendapatkan medali emas di mode duo.
Oke, luar biasa ini Vietnam Win. Bagaimana saat mode di Nusa pun menjaga skema dengan cukup baik. Untuk skema-skema zoning out sebenarnya mereka pun juga tidak terlalu seksi dari segi gameplay. Hanya melakukan penjagaan, checking, kemudian juga maju secara perlahan, bermain di late game, beres. Kemudian dia top 4 players, masuk 1 player Indonesia, Yami yang tryhard tadi sampai ke late game. Bahkan survival time-nya mencapai 14 menit 25 detik. Dan ini dia untuk match leaderboard 2/2 yang sudah diselesaikan oleh Vietnam dengan total 14 points. Dan Brunei langsung menyusul. Dan tadi ada salah satu upaya tryhard juga dari Malaysia. Bagaimana Keluk harus dihantam tadi dari seorang Alan ataupun Satar. Kenny yang membantulah dengan posisi yang ketiga di match yang kedua tadi. Dan yes, Vietnam yang ternyata yang berhasil untuk menggeser Kamboja karena dia kalah dari placement point, San.
Wow, hanya perhitungan placement point saja yang membedakan. Poinnya sama, namun apa daya, 2 atau 3 maksud saya placement point yang membedakan antara Vietnam dan Kamboja membuat Vietnam sebagai tuan rumah yang mendapatkan gelar juara karena sama-sama mendapatkan winner-winner chicken dinner. Timor-Leste harus turun ke peringkat nomor 3 dan Indonesia sayangnya juga harus turun dengan adanya Vietnam yang masuk menuju ke peringkat nomor 1. Indonesia puas di peringkat keempat. Bukan sesuatu yang kita harapkan, bukan hasil yang kita inginkan dengan dibukanya mode solo 2 kali winner-winner chicken dinner bagi Indonesia. Harapan kita tinggi di mode duo, mereka berdua bisa berkolaborasi dengan baik, namun ternyata memang belum menjadi rezeki dari Indonesia karena Yami, Satar di PMPL biasa ngegendong tim masing-masing disuruh kerjasama, pusing juga nih.
Ya, tapi apa ya, ini kan masih SEA Nation Cup ya. Kita masih ada beberapa event-event global untuk membawa nama negara. Masih ada Esports Nations Cup juga nanti yang akan diadakan di Riyadh. Dan begitupun dari ASEAN Games juga nanti akan ada di Jepang. Jadi ini sebenarnya start point yang sangat baik sih menurut gua untuk menjadi penentu pilihan roster dari Coach Devian itu sendiri yang sudah di-announce oleh PBSI. Dan ya mudah-mudahan dari Satar dan juga Yami sebenarnya ini pakemnya untuk ini apa ya, chemistry, betul yang tadi lo bilang. Jadi semakin pakem, semakin bagus dan keseriusan kita akan lebih-lebih lagi saat Asian Games dan juga ANC Suns.
Ya karena memang Satar dan Yami untuk bermain bersama baru saat ini kita melihat, bahkan di timnas kemarin juga Yami tidak satu tim dengan Satar yang membuat akhirnya memang dari segi kerjasama tidak terlalu banyak bisa di-build dari dua pemain ini. Bahkan tidak ada coach untuk di SEA Esports Nations Cup sekali ini. Kemarin saya tanya ke Yami, tanya ke Satar, memang tidak ada coach karena persiapannya juga cukup mepet dan mereka melakukan persiapan sendiri terbang ke Vietnam. Ini adalah hasil yang begitu maksimal, setidaknya kita tetap mendapatkan 2 medali, dua-duanya datang dari mode solo. Kita sudah melewati mode solo, kita sudah melewati mode duo, pastinya kita sudah merayakan kemenangan dari Indonesia emas, Indonesia silver terjadi di SEA Esports Nations Cup. Masih panjang perjalanan dari timnas Pubg Mobile Indonesia di 2026 seperti yang dikatakan oleh Junior, bahkan masih panjang perjalanan turnamen-turnamen e-sport di Indonesia untuk kategori tim. Sanskui Junior mewakili semua kru yang bertugas. Mohon maaf jika ada kesalahan di sana-sini. Kita pamit undur diri. Sampai jumpa lagi di event-event selanjutnya. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Thank you guys.